What's up? Hello? 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 How is everyone? Hello? Good to see you all. It's so weird with the YouTube streams in between. I feel almost like I'm not as often on Twitch anymore, but that's not even true. I'm like equally as active here. It just feels like the spaces are bigger. You know what I mean? How's everyone doing? Today I'm in a high anxiety and big earring kind of a mood to express the energy today, but I hope you all are doing better than I am. Hello Severs, hi Soren, Monray, Coffee, Diavia, Lion Tamer, Serafina, Zephyr, Karma Coin, Kuya Ren, Silank, I always forget how to say your name. I've asked you like so many times. We stand the earrings, Geometric Queen. I'm glad you like it. Buffer 4, hello, 3, hello. The timer isn't counting down. Was it not? The timer wasn't counting down? I thought it was. Did I break it? I'm so confused. Triangle, the strongest shape. It really is. I like triangles mostly because of Promare, I'm not gonna lie, but it's also truly the strongest geometry shape. Ever since I learned about triangulation, my life has never been the same. Renz, I'm glad you like the sweater. It's one of my favorites. My comfort sweater. I'm not having a good day, so this is my comfort piece. Well, actually, it was an okay day. I took a mental health day from work, and then I decided to try medicating again, and it's been like quite a while since I've medicated, so I think my body's just like having kind of a response. Corin, happy 19 months. Thank you for the resub. Holy crap, 19 months. That's kind of insane. I hope you've been having a fun time. Thank you for being such a wonderful mod for our community. Happy 19 months to you. Maybe your video feed froze. We can see Ying now. Oh, that might be true. That might be true. That's a good catch, MP. Thank you. And Dream Concept, I missed you resubbing during the waiting screen. Happy 8 months. I appreciate it. Karma Coin, thank you. I hope you are as well. Curtains, hello. Hi, Ahmed. I think ChatGPT struggles with either very specific or general. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, I've been playing around with it a little bit. We'll talk about it in a moment, but that's all to come. How's everyone doing? I just wanna chill with chat for a bit. My heart rate right now is like, I think it's better than it was. Or I had to postpone starting stream because I was having like a borderline panic attack. I don't know what's happening today. That's probably what happens when you take stimulants, like serious stimulants, for the first time in over a year. And you start at 10 milligrams extended release. I thought the extended release part would save me. It did not. Had a very high anxiety kind of day. Also, because today's topic, it being ChatGPT, I'm like, I have a lot of thoughts, and then I've been just like thinking about it, and I can't stop thinking about it. And when I can't stop thinking about things, I think that also funnels into like the anxiety flywheel is what I call it. So stimulants after a break will do that. Yeah, but I guess that's the thing is I caffeinate like crazy. So I guess I was a little bit hubristic. And I was like, well, I always have so much caffeine in my system. Like, what could possibly go wrong if I were to just try a different stimulant instead? Because I'm not trying it. I knew very well that the first few days that I was on Adderall like 2 years ago was a really bad time. Charizard, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. Cheers to you. Thank you, Serafina, for the hydrate. Callahan, I agree. Famous last words, indeed. Truly. What's the worst that could happen is always the moment you hear that phrase out of anyone's mouth or your own brain. You just know some shit's about to go down. Hi, Tiny Camper. Good to have you. Welcome. ChatGPT helps you organize your thoughts for schoolwork, research, etc. Yeah, I think it's a really good templating tool. I think ChatGPT is a really excellent templating tool, structuring tool, brainstorming tool. I wouldn't have it literally write your essays for you. I think you would get caught instantly. There are some interesting like anti-ChatGPT measures that are out in the wild now as well. I want to be doing more research on it, but I haven't found time just yet. Lots of readings I want to do. Logica, welcome to chat. Good to have you. Oh, Mother Ball or Mother A, welcome. Thank you for lurking. Welcome to chat. Kind of tired since you had 2 tests at school. Oh my God, yes. Please rest well. Thank you for lurking. I hope you have a wonderful time here while you chill out. Sunny, welcome to chat as well. Don't use it for writing the essay, but use it as a guide of sorts. Exactly. Don't write the literal essay with ChatGPT, but be like, ChatGPT, I am writing an essay on indigenous history in the United States of America. Can you give me the lowdown, right? And then starting from there, you find like points that you can research deeper, start forming a thesis, crafting your title. I like using it as like a fancy thesaurus. Like I was recently writing a proposal for a conference that I have to go to for work. I do a lot of work in the open source space. So we're submitting like an open source community management type talk proposal for a conference, and we just didn't know how to make it sound catchy. So I just kept feeding our sample titles to ChatGPT, going like, can you make this sound snappier? Can you make this sound more clever? Can you fit a pun in here? Can you? It was a lot of like, here's what I have, what have you got? Kind of a usage. I think that usually goes a little bit better. Yeah, I used it to write an essay for like some inspiration for structure. Hated it, wrote my own, got a 94. Exactly. Literally, I ask it for things. I hate it. I write it myself. It's good. Like, I think it's really good for getting over the cold start problem. If you're like me and you're always like, I don't know how to start. Like, I don't have a first sentence. I don't know what my topic is. I don't know what my thesis is. I don't even know where to start researching. It's a really good way to like get started on things, is how I would say its best usage as of right now is. Although who knows how it's going to evolve in the future, for sure. Oh, DJ Barbadog, we will cover that. Do not even worry. We'll get there. If I was an employer, I'd encourage my employees. Exactly. Yeah, the first thing I did after that conference talk submission was go to my manager and send her a screenshot of my ChatGPT logs. And I was like, look at how it helped me craft the title for this conference like submission. I thought it was great. I thought it was very fun. As a beginner, ChatGPT is not for writing what I want, but showing me what I don't want to. That's a good way to do it too, Monterey. I like that a lot. Logica, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the clutch. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your emotes. There was a fairly amusing Reddit post of someone submitting a ChatGPT written essay and getting caught. Wait, really? How did they get caught? Like, how did their teacher find out? Was it just too elementary? Okay. Now I'm curious, because okay, the most sophisticated counter ChatGPT measure at the moment is basically using ChatGPT against itself, if that makes sense. So if you take the same model and train it to recognize itself, that's currently the most sophisticated usage of catching ChatGPT abusers, I guess, if you're using it to like cheat on like academic dishonesty type catching. Woo, Socrates, hello, happy 20 months. Holy shit, happy 20 months. I hope you are enjoying yourself. I don't even know. I know you told me that you just show up to hand your Prime sub to me once a month, which I appreciate, but I don't know if you actually stay for chat. So if you do, I hope you're enjoying yourself. It's always good to see you. Is this going to be a cozy stream or a curse stream? I'm a little worried. I guess we don't know. We don't know. But I am going to be starting you all off with quite a bit of ML ranting, probably. So if you're curious about ML 101, I'm here for you. I tutored an ML class in college, despite having never taken an ML class myself. So that was fun. I would never do that again, but I'm also probably not going back to college anytime soon, so. A lot of essays have to be submitted through some plagiarism detecting software. Oh, for sure, okay. But like, Turnitin can't find it. Or do people still use Turnitin? Am I dating myself? Am I like too old? Do schools still use Turnitin out there nowadays? Kind of wondering. In my creative writing class, the teacher asked the student to use it to write something as an example, put it through an AI tester, and it said it was 90% human made. Well, it depends. It really depends on the AI tester. Yeah, it really does. It depends on what you, because I think Turnitin does employ some ML models. I haven't super looked into how they've updated their systems, but yeah. Oh my God, did Stream Elements just catch on that I'm live? That's a fun delay. It's not usually that bad. Oh, you remember Turnitin? Or I remember I started using it in high school when I was, middle school in 2008. So I was like, in the good year of our Lord, 2023, are we still using Turnitin in school? Unclear. You're old enough to not know what Turnitin is. Wait, what does that mean? As in you never used Turnitin in school. You like bypassed the entire era. Yeah, it's good to know. I'm glad we have youngsters in chat to validate that. Sunflower, thank you for the Valley Girl redeem. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, I guess we're gonna go into like Valley Girl mode. I was literally just about to like explain what we're doing this stream, but since you redeemed Valley Girl, I like feel kind of bad. So I guess we're gonna hang out a few more minutes and just like feeling out a little bit, because I'm kind of like, I feel kind of bad like trying to talk to you guys about ML stuff and talking about like supervised and unsupervised learning and like deep learning models in a Valley Girl accent. Like I feel like that's just probably inhumane treatment. So I'll just like spare you guys. Oh my God, the ooh redeem too. It's so hard to do both at the same time.
I'll do my best, but like it's really weird. Like all I really do is add vocal fly and with my voice like a lot. But it's strange when these two things overlap because I think one of them always eclipses the other. It's not the same. Denzel, what, is this adorable? Are you sure? I disagree. No! You can't see me like this. You caught us in the middle of an ooh valley go with you. This reminds me of when I do cosplay streams and then I have the wig net on and I'm like look bald and then the waiters come in and I'm sitting there like Thank you, Shaolin and Sunflower, for the Ulu Valley Gold redeem. And thank you, Chocolate Joe, for the hydrate. And Fo wants Mandarin Chinese. You guys are just... I leave Twitch for 1 week. And you guys are like, all of the redeems. No, I don't even apologize. Wait, can I give you VIP? No, what were you up to? What were you streaming? I'm sorry, you have to listen to this and your chat. Damn, I'm out of VIP badges. That's okay, I'll work on it. Someone's getting booted. I know, Mandarin. 我争取一下哦。Pulse 哦，你去中文那个 gacha 中文应该这种，我觉得这种词我还真的不知道呢。你如果说 gacha pulse 中文能怎么说呢？你们有人知道吗？洪凯哦，笨坏象在可以说挖吗？我可以说我在那里去挖。我这个中文虽然说的还算比较顺，但是我的说到就是什么叫什么的 ，like what my vocabulary is a little bit limited. Oh, you gotta work up your chat and mods, but not you. Oh, you're doing viewer polls? I feel like such a dumbass right now. Talking to raiders and ooh always gets me so bad. Hi, let me do a quick introduction and break out of it real quick. Nice to meet you all. My name is Ying, variety streamer, sometimes YouTuber. Nor, it is good to have you and your community here. I hope you guys had a nice cozy stream and a nice cozy time here. We'll be playing with ChatGPT today, so I hope it'll be fun and chaotic because I'm banking on it because I don't know what it's gonna spit out, but we'll see. Dave, hello. We're going back to the 哦，对不起，我是不是应该用中文？我们等这个结束了才开始哦。我因为还要过3分钟才能换过去，我这个还3分钟说什么呢？我连 gacha pose 中文怎么说我都不清楚，我坐在这里干嘛呢？和 show of origin and finality 哦，但是听说你的运气不好是吗？不好意思
I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm glad your viewers and mods got good polls out of you though.
Grim, hello, 你好 ，Welcome， 欢迎 ，Grim， 谢谢你，过奖了。我这个声音头好痛，自己听着都头痛，别说你们了，更头痛。要呕吐了，我这个撑不住了，怎么办？怎么办？我等一下哦，我那个好像应该把 Stream Manager 打开，我每一次都会忘记。那么我现在就是返回中文，就光说中文可以吗？时间应该差不多了吧？就光说中文了，不用那种奇怪的声音了啊。Really need to learn more, trying to learn, so I promise one day. Okay, good luck, Nor. Good luck. 辛苦你了。Blooded, happy 17 months, 谢谢你。I can only imagine how it feels to listen to me as a viewer. Thank you, 3, for your translations too. Mandarin is such a pretty language, you want to learn it. Really? Honestly, when I listen to Mandarin and try to imagine what it's like if I couldn't understand it, my first instinct is that it sounds angry because of the 4th tone. 每一次往下这样说的时候，总会有一种好像骂人的感觉 you know, like 第4声很狠的。It's forceful. So to me, Mandarin always sounded kind of mad, kind of angry. Your first instinct is John Cena. Being chilling. It's super pretty and you want to learn it, but you've been learning a bit more of tones. Yeah, tones I think are the hardest part for people who are not native Chinese speakers. I'm very impressed that you're trying to learn Chinese. It's truly one of the hardest spoken languages to pick up, let alone written, where it's all like pictographs. Yeah. Trying to learn Mandarin, but you got no time. You ever go to Chinatown and it's all just yelling? That's what it feels like. And I guess it's also because in the Chinese culture, right? Like there's just a lot of yelling. Like I'll get onto the subway and people are like yelling on their phones because it's just like you're used to the hustle and bustle. It's very crowded. And so even immigrants, when they like leave China or when they're out on like being a tourist somewhere in the world, they never quite get over that like I have to raise my voice to be heard kind of approach to things. So I feel like because of that, like Chinese people and the Chinese language has a bit of a
I guess maybe a misunderstanding in the world of being very like loud, harsh, mean. I don't know. Like that's my impression of it. And I'm a Chinese speaker, so I feel like it's probably worse for people who like can't even understand it. You listen to German, Gaelic, Russian, they're more harsh than Mandarin. Oh, that may be true, especially in the consonant sounds. I think that's a good point. Yeah. I get that for the loud part of the family with Spanish. Oh no, you guys are Spanish speakers. Maybe we can teach each other sometime. I tried to learn Spanish in middle school, but to no avail. I took 1 year of Spanish. And the best I can muster now is what? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? ¿Por qué? ¿Dónde está el baño? You need to know that if you're traveling in a Spanish-speaking country as a tourist. What is it? ¿Quieres quiero dinero? I need money? Is that right? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Necesitas más dinero. Exactly. Necesitas más dinero. That's exactly it. You got me. I was like, how do I say I need money? That was hilarious. Duolingo made me say it. Yeah. I keep thinking about Oscar too, the guy who was like, what was it? ¿Quieres una banana? And he kept doing it in that voice, the Oscar voice. ¿Quieres leche? Exactly. Yeah. Corin got it. Corin got me. You're learning Gaelic because you're Irish, Barry. That's exciting. Do you have like people to speak it with around you then? I heard it was like kind of dying out. I definitely have that. So my family's Shanghainese. And the city of Shanghai and many of the dialects in China are kind of experiencing a dying out of various dialects in China. It's been kind of a complicated situation because the government really wanted to standardize communication in the country, and so they enforced some things that I'm not going to state a political opinion on, but let's just say that it resulted in a lot of, like, due to standardization, a lot of dialects are like dying out in China now, and it like feels really bad. It feels really, really bad. Ying's español es muy... What is this? What is bacán? What does that mean? Bacán? Bacán? It's cool? Is that the right translation? Thank you. Es momento español? It just... is that like it's time for Spanish? Is that what it is? Oh, it's nice. Oh, okay. Gracias. Muchas gracias. All right. Let's see. What was I doing today? We haven't even really started the stream topic yet, but thank you again, Nor, for bringing your community here. 谢谢大家. We'll be doing some ChatGPT stuff. So if you all want to go rest or whatever it is you need to go take care of, please do. It was nice to meet you all. Thank you for bringing your community here, and I hope you had a great stream. Okay. I should ask you about your time zone also. Yeah, well, it's fine. I have so many questions for Nor, because I didn't know about Nor until the Honkai event that I was helping to host with Brax, and then UD, Finana, and Island were our guests, right? And Nor came up on the videos that we were watching, and Island and UD were both immediately like, Nor! And I'm sitting here like, I missed the memo. Like, can you guys tell me more about Nor? And they very, very gladly complied. Wait, CST. Oh, Central Time. Okay, so you're like two hours ahead? So it's not too late for you just yet. I don't know how early of a sleeper you are, but if you're headed to bed, good night. Thank you again. Rest well. Yeah, I'm more shy. I'm also very shy. That's why I like raiding, because I think it opens up a lot of these kinds of avenues and conversations. Okay, are you gonna be playing with Bing GPT or GPT? Just the OpenAI beta version. Yes, and before we go very deep, I also need to do some disclaimers. So I guess without further ado, let me, all right, you guys ready for this? Today, we're gonna be asking ChatGPT to write us some Genshin fanfiction, which I have no idea how it's gonna go. Genuinely, because I have never tried to ask ChatGPT to write any kind of fanfiction. There's a lot going on here, but I think to make it more interesting, I would like chat actually to help me determine a few things. Okay, so what I have is, let me show you guys really quick, okay? I have a wheel of names of Genshin Impact characters, And obviously we're gonna spin. We'll start with spinning 2, right? 2 names at a time so we can have a pairing because I think paired fanfic is very fun. However, I don't want to just be like, oh, write me like a fan fiction about Candice and Hu Tao, right? I want to give it a little bit more pizzazz than that. So I would like you all to help me brainstorm a few location ideas. So I have another wheel set up for that. It's blank right now. And possible activities, okay? So let's start with locations. Go ahead and drop ideas in chat. I'll pick it up as I see them. But think of like places, it doesn't even have to be in Tvat, right? Like if you want to AU it up, be like, oh, they are students in high school. Like high school can be a location. Okay, Rin says the chasm. Hold up. Let me move chat around so I can actually see. Okay, perfect. All right, we got Kuchi Slope, Enkanomiya, Gandharvaville. Am I spelling that right? Let me know if I'm not. Gandharvaville. Hyperion. Who else we got? The Jade Chamber. Arby's? Arby's? The Titanic? On a raft together, alone. A McDonald's. LAX, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yokohama. Yokohama, bad boy. Discord voice call. There's to be no pissing in the Discord voice call. Mom's basement. Let's see. Braxophone stream chat. In a hotel room, and there's only one bed. Okay. TwitchCon, I like that. A Reddit thread. A gay bar. Okay. A flower shop gays, I like that. Ying's stream. Church of Aponia, I like it. Did someone say Tim Hortons? Okay, Tim Hortons. We got a coffee shop. Did we already put that in? A coffee shop. YouTube comment section. Would it be the or a YouTube comment section? Something like that. Trending Twitter thread. Eden's concert. Denny's parking lot. I like that. Denny's parking lot. Haidilao office. Okay, I'm just gonna put Haidilao. A closet! Inside a closet! The Tenshikaku. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do Buckingham Palace. Oh, let's call it right around here. Alright, okay, I'll get the boba shop and Tenshikaku and then let's move on. You guys ready? Thank you for all these wonderful ideas. A boba shop. Yelen's tea house. They may meet its new host. Bed, just bed. High school prom. Okay. I keep saying I want to stop and then I don't stop. We're gonna stop here. There's like so many things. There's 32 entries in here. We're gonna stop. Okay? Great suggestions. I appreciate it. Oh, IKEA. Okay. We have to do IKEA. You're right. Okay, IKEA made it. 33. Nice number. Okay? Great ideas. Keep that kind of idea juice flowing. You guys ready for activities? What are they doing? Are they trying to do something? Is there some obstacle in their way? Are they trying to achieve some kind of goal? Are they out to go run errands together? Are they taking a great shit? Like, what is it? They're playing the Pocky game. Okay. They are streaming on Twitch. They're sleeping. Looking for a cat. Committing armed robbery. They're making a meth lab. I don't know about that one. Surviving a zombie apocalypse. Can I spell apocalypse? Fighting the Black Friday. They're building IKEA furniture. Okay. They're committing arson. Okay. Great. Trying to cancel their cable subscription. That's so funny. Making a Lego house, drinking osmanthus wine. Spiking the prom punch. Wait. I saw an alert come in. What was that? Sorry about that. Kranikita, thank you for the prime sub. Happy 16 months. They're streaming. They're playing on Stars. They're dating ChatGPT. Wow. It's like that movie. They are lamenting. They're committing. We did do committing arson. Setting up a collab, getting juicy, blocking someone else's view. Making tea, watching a movie, cooking spicy pasta. I know what stream you came from, Renz. Cooking spicy pasta. One of our mods, Moshi, he is currently streaming over on his channel, which is just Moshi T, MOSHITEA, and he's doing a fundraiser stream right now for the earthquake relief. And for every $5 you donate, he will add a chili to his pasta, which is terrifying. They are vandalizing. What are they vandalizing? Very lost. Secret date, stuck in pudding. They are stuck in pudding. I like something about the specificity of that. They're kidnapping a cat. Well, there's looking for a cat up here, so I don't really want to duplicate the smuggling vegetables way in. That's very specific, but I like it. 5 minutes. They're spending 5 minutes. Oh, is that a game? The 5 minutes in heaven game. They're writing fanfics. Okay, I like it. I like it. They're writing fanfics. They're they're vandalizing, spray painting. Okay, spray painting a what? They're getting isekai'd. Okay. Let's go for 33 here too, yeah? Playing Roblox, I like it. I like it. In an episode of VeggieTales? Oh my god. I'm gonna replace that with the smuggling vegetables one. Okay. They're fake dating. They're pretending to be on a date. Joining a flash mob or planning a flash mob? Maybe planning. Oh god, I can't type. Planning a flash mob. They're playing Honkai Impact. They're posting a Twitter apology for being a bad gamer. They're on Jimmy Kimmel. They are escape room-ing, I guess. Making a VTuber model. Cosplaying from what? What are they cosplaying from? They're pulling on Genshin. They're on Judge Judy. Why, there's so many like TV show recommendations here. Somebody, they need to be, oh my god. Parents for a day. Okay, perfect. Troubleshooting stream issues. I feel like we already have some stream related ones. We have one more. Cooking. What would you do scenario? Part of a mafia family. They're on Jeopardy. On Jeopardy. Shoot. Jeopardy. Okay, that's our last one. They're on Jeopardy. Okay, this is solid. Thank you for the suggestions. Okay, so going over the format one more time, okay? We're gonna give ChatGPT something to work with, right? So we'll start, well, let's see. We have characters, we have locations, and we have things for them to do. I wanna say that the activity will determine how many characters I spin. So let's go backwards, right? Let's start with what they're doing, and then where they're doing it, and then who is doing it, right? Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, let's go. Spin the wheel. It is... No way. No. Oh, I thought I was gonna be writing fanfics. Okay, they're getting isekai'd. Where are they getting isekai'd? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and remove anything that has already been chosen, by the way. Okay, they are getting isekai'd in the Denny's parking lot. Okay, they're getting isekai'd in the Denny's parking lot. And who will it be? All right. Xiangling is getting isekai'd in the Denny's parking lot. All right, okay, I was just checking to see, because you know how ChatGPT has some downtime recently. Okay. Xiangling is getting isekai'd in the Denny's parking lot. I kind of want an accomplice, yeah? Shall we find someone else? Let's see. We'll just say like so-and-so is also involved somehow. Write me a fanfic, yeah? Okay. I'll hate them is involved. I'll hate them is involved in this somehow. Okay. I'll hate them is involved. Okay. All right. Hi there. Okay, write me a Genshin fanfiction about Xiangling getting isekai'd in the Denny's parking lot. I'll hate them is involved. Go. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, okay. It's already good. Jesus Christ. You guys ready for this? Xiangling had just finished her shift at the Wanmin restaurant and was on her way home when suddenly she found herself transported to a strange place. She looked around and saw a brightly lit sign that read Denny's and realized that she was in a parking lot of some sort. Confused and disoriented, Xiangling tried to figure out where she was and how she got there. As she was pondering her situation, a man approached her. He was tall, with short black hair and a friendly smile. "Hi there, my name is Al-Haytham. Are you lost?" he asked. Xiangling was relieved to see a friendly face and quickly explained her situation to Al-Haytham. He listened intently and then offered to help her. "Why don't you come with me? I can take you to my restaurant and we can get something to eat. Maybe that will help clear your head," he suggested. Xiangling hesitated for a moment, but then decided to trust Al-Haytham. She followed him to his restaurant, which was a small diner with a cozy atmosphere. They sat down at a booth and Al-Haytham ordered them both pancakes. As they waited for their food, Xiangling couldn't help but think about how strange and different everything was. She had never seen a restaurant like this before, and the food was unlike anything she had ever tasted. "This is delicious!" she exclaimed, taking another bite of her pancake. Wait, does Al-Haytham own the Denny's? Is that what's happening here? Okay, Al-Haytham smiled at her reaction. "I'm glad you like it. Our restaurant is famous for our pancakes. We use a special recipe that has been passed down for generations," he explained. Xiangling was amazed by Al-Haytham's knowledge and skill as a chef. She had always been passionate about cooking, and meeting someone like Al-Haytham was a dream come true. As they chatted over their meal, Xiangling couldn't help but feel a connection to him. After they finished eating, I need a moment. Oh my god, this quackfic energy. It's quite classic, truly. Okay, after they finished eating, Al-Haytham offered to take Xiangling on a tour of the town. She eagerly accepted, and they spent the rest of the day exploring together. They went to a nearby park, a museum, and even a video game arcade. As the sun began to set, Xiangling realized that she had completely forgotten about her situation. For the first time since she arrived, she felt happy and content. Al-Haytham had shown her kindness and hospitality, and she had made a new friend. As they said their goodbyes, Xiangling couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness. She didn't want to leave Al-Haytham or the strange new world she had found herself in, but as she walked away, she knew that she would never forget her time in the Denny's parking lot and the wonderful friends she'd made there. Al-Haytham's full name is Al-Haytham Denny. Wait, okay, I'm sorry. Is the premise of this story that Al-Haytham is the head chef of a Denny's where they have a secret pancake recipe that's been passed down for generations? Yo, this is a quack fic. I like it. Yeah. And okay, I guess you guys can't see this, but ChatGPT will assign titles to like the interactions or the things you ask it to author. And so it has assigned the title of this one as Chef and Diner. Oh my god, what a deep plot, truly. Al-Haytham did not exist in 2021. That is fair. That is very fair. I think we should add a new wheel. Okay, hold up. I think we should add a new wheel. I think we need a tone wheel. So, hold up. Let me set this up. Okay, so we need a tone wheel. And what I mean by that is, and you'll see actually, if you have never played with ChatGPT before, this is something you will find yourself doing a lot of, which is like adjusting your approach as you play with it, right? Suggest to me some tone, some genre, right? Like what kind of a fic? Is it an angst fic? Is it a sexy fic? Is it a travel fic? Is it an AU, right? Like, okay, we got a romance, we got gay romance. What if they're a straight pairing? Okay, murder mystery, I like that. Tragedy, mafia AU. It's a thriller. I'm just gonna simplify gay romance to just romance because I don't know if it, do you think it would like force a gender bend? Who knows? It's a thriller. It is a thriller. Oh, I already typed that. Found family story. Ooh, family. Comedy. Fluff. Black comedy. Okay. I don't like the term cragfic to be honest, so I usually say quackfic. Dystopian. Enemies to lovers. Okay, enemies to lovers. Lemon and lime. Smut. We can't do smut here. I'll get banned. Angst. I like that. Angst. Hurt and comfort. Okay, hurt, comfort. Friends to lovers. All right. True crime. Coffee shop Film noir. We already did isekai as an activity, I think. So time loop. Okay. What's a chat fic, Blue? Actor AU? Actor AU? Lovers to enemies. Let's go, Corin. Okay, slow burn betrayal. Oh my goodness. Survival. Tattoo shop. We do have flower shop in the locations already. Bonnie and Clyde. I like that. Is that a genre? Hanahaki disease? Oh my goodness. Actually, I don't know. Would I be allowed to? Would it be gross, do you think? Friend zoned. Fantasy or comfy fantasy. I'm just gonna go fantasy, okay? High school AU. Oh, I guess that's more of like a location that we were doing already. Streamer AU. Chibimi Haru, hello, welcome. I want to eat your liver style story. What does that mean? Harem. Action. Okay. Got any more? Aero ace character? That's true. Is that a genre, a theme? I guess that could work. Major character death. I don't know about how I feel about that. Victorian era. The year is 1993. Royalty. Enemy spies. Okay. One bed. We have one bed in the scenarios already. Activities and scenarios. Strangers to friends to lovers to enemies. Gordon Ramsay AU. What does that even mean? We'll find out. We did coffee shop for the situation already. Gothic England. That's very specific. I like it. Hell's Kitchen verse? What does that mean? Master Chef AU. Maybe we'll keep it a Gordon Ramsay AU and see what ChatGPT wants to do. Christmas comedy? Oh, that's the last one. We're doing 33 each. Okay. All right, that's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. Okay, I feel like y'all are having fun. I realized I never did my disclaimers. Should we do my disclaimers? I feel like they're important. I feel like it's very important to do the disclaimers because there's a lot of ground to cover here. Okay, so now that I've like hooked you guys in with the first story, will you guys allow me a 2-minute disclaimer? It's okay. Okay, so first off, if anyone here like doesn't already know what ChatGPT is, if you couldn't already sort of guess based on what we just did with that first story, ChatGPT is a chatbot. It's trained on like what's called it's a series of language models actually by a company called OpenAI or an organization called OpenAI. It uses a specific chat box like format, right? It's called conversational UI. It makes it really intuitive, and because of that, it's really caught on by storm. So like recently, it's been kind of a viral sensation over the past few months. Everybody's been talking about ChatGPT. Do not worry if you haven't heard of it, right? It is kind of still isolated to certain circles. But just so in case you don't know what ChatGPT is, what you just saw with the Xiangling, Alhaitham, Danny's isekai parking lot fanfic, that was ChatGPT. So a lot of people will use ChatGPT as an authoring tool, as a fun chatbot situation, right? But I want to sort of have a disclaimer because I think the realm of ML and NLP is complicated. So acronym disambiguation, ML is machine learning, NLP is natural language processing. You'll hear me use these words a lot, probably over this whole stream. But basically the way that language models like ChatGPT are built, it's modeled off of or built off of machine learning methods that basically you just feed this like algorithm a whole bunch of data. In this case, it would be language data, right? That could be both audio or text. And then it uses basically a various like collection of mathematical models. And then it uses like linear algebra to catch associations and like patterns within the data. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that for anyone who's like not familiar with machine learning, that's how it works. You give it a bunch of data, right? There's a lot of different ways you can feed it data, but essentially it's a machine that is looking for patterns in data that you feed it. And it only works off like massive data sets. So, for example, if you give it enough data, it would eventually figure out that like cat and dog are both words that are related to the word animal. So that's like an NLP specific application. So after you do lots of training and lots of testing of this model to make sure it's like doing what you want it to do, after that is where you start to watch this model evolve, and it'll improve with every time you like feed it fresh data, you tell it how good the data was, and then it'll incorporate it back into the model and improve it every time. So it's kind of this like iterative training and testing process. There are a lot of interesting nuances about the way this process works, but that I'm again very much simplifying it for anyone who's like totally unfamiliar in this space. I feel like the information here is very important actually to understand why people are so heated about ChatGPT and why people are having like debates, right? Like, have you seen how on fire the art space is right now with art ML, right? Like AI art is like a whole issue right now, right? Similarly, ChatGPT I think has been having a lot of discourse and conversation, and I want to help you all. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot like digital art. Feed it a bunch of data, ask it for something, it spits something out. It's the exact same thing, but instead of art, it's words, right? So you can see how that's complicated. And as much as we are all having fun, haha, chatbot writes funny genshin fic, there's actually a lot of like risk factors here. And I actually think that it's, how should I say this? It's in my mind, it's a bit of like an event horizon in the field of natural language processing. So I think that now that we have ChatGPT, we may never go back to a world before ChatGPT. And I think it gets really complicated once you start to think about like the ethical implications or the societal ramifications, right? Like how will ChatGPT change our society and the way we write and the way we converse with each other and how we access knowledge? Because lots of people are using ChatGPT as if it were like, if anyone here is old enough to remember Ask Jeeves, people are using it like it's Ask Jeeves. It's like conversational Google, right? So it's complicated. The fact that the way ML works is that it's kind of a black box. You can't just like open it up and see. I talked about associations. You can't look at what associations it's formed. You just throw data at it and it spits things out. You don't know how it decided what to spit out. You can kind of guess, right? You can make some guesses and test it and train it continuously, but you will never know exactly why it made the decision it did. And so that opens it up to a lot of misuse, manipulation. If you're curious about how bad that can get, I don't know, like the most recent examples are probably Microsoft Tay. Does everyone remember the chatbot? Microsoft made a chatbot called Tay, or is it like a Twitter bot? So you can look that up. Or in ChatGPT's case, there's already people who are trying to break it, right? So Dan, D-A-N, ChatGPT Dan, look that up if you're curious how things can go. But we're not gonna go super into the weeds. This could be a whole stream on its own, right? It could be a whole college level lecture. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to get into the weeds with y'all. I have a computer science background. I saw y'all speculating in chat. I do. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. I've tutored a single ML class back in the day. It's a long time ago now, and a lot of things have changed. So I have a very elementary understanding of both machine learning and natural language processing, and also kind of cybersecurity. But as far as it goes with data privacy, algorithmic bias, I think these are things that we should like seriously think about. And as much as it is fun to be like, haha, chatbot writes funny fics, I want to challenge everyone to think critically about this tool and like how our data is being used, why it's being used the way it is, what their monetization schemes are going to look like, and how OpenAI is ending up monetizing the data that we give it. So just some food for thought and an important disclaimer, right? Like it's not just a funny tool. It is also a funny tool, a useful tool, but it's also, I think, an interesting societal dilemma that we've arrived at. So important disclaimers. Thank you for sitting with me through that. So that's just, yes, hymn of Axiom. Thank you, Punningly. Exactly. Yes, big fan. I love that song. Okay. Anyways, now that I've fully nerded out and like word vomited on top of you all, does class have any questions? Before we move on, does anyone have clarification questions? Can I help you out? As long as people only use it for good, I like this. Other than that, I feel like very last, I feel like good is a very complicated concept, right? Like for example, Google's model is do no evil. Are they really doing no evil? Is selling user data for profit not doing evil, right? It's a question. It's a big question. I'm not saying I have the answer, but is it? Right? It's an important thing to ponder. It's not as simple as just using things for good. And that's actually why I wish that CS departments, like computer science departments and engineering departments, would treat like ethics as a more serious concern than they do. Because I think there's a lot of potential for misuse and abuse in spaces like this. So it's just important to think about. Yeah. Do I like racing games, Ray Lord? I've actually only played Mario Kart in that genre, so good as in for fun, not stealing it. Well, I don't know if stealing is necessarily the only concern here, right? Google could have a little evil as a treat. Is this lesson recorded? I mean, it's all on the VOD, so I guess it is. Apples think different, but they aren't thinking different. Well, they were for a while, weren't they? Anyway, your first assignment, integrate ChatGPT to scam scammers. I think that'd be fun, actually, right? Actually, that's an interesting concept. Maybe we'll try that. I like that idea a lot. Scam scammers. When's the test? It's now. Open up the, what's the word? What's the Kahoot? Yeah, go to this Kahoot link. I'm gonna quiz you guys on the spot. I'm not gonna do that. I should have set up a Kahoot quiz and pop quiz you all at the end of this, and the winner would have gotten like a gift sub or something. I don't know. You're studying computer security as a major and you're actually having an ethics course. Yeah, I feel like security is one of the few CS fields where you actually do cover ethics a little bit more solidly. But I will tell you, I got no formal ethics training as a computer scientist in college at all. And one of our neighboring, like we cross-register with them a lot. So like MIT was basically right there. And I talked to my MIT friends and they were like, yeah, no, our ethics for engineering course was a single seminar that was like 30 minutes long, and basically the professor showed up, walked to the podium and was like, don't be evil, haha, and then left. Like that was the whole ethics seminar. Moshi, how was your stream? Welcome Moshi. Hello. Hey yo, you unhinged. What do you mean unhinged? Moshi's alive and well. You didn't die. How many peppers did you end up with? Don't be evil. Smile. Exactly. That is not an ethics training. They gotta do better. I don't know. CS department's gotta do better. I didn't read the case studies beforehand. I'm sorry. What, are we in law school? Is that what this is? The ethics seminar was too real. I don't know, man. I don't know why they're like this. It's really frustrating, actually. The peppers were good. 54.5 peppers. Okay. Congrats, Moshi. Thank you for fundraising for a good cause. I'll be joining you in the fundraising land quite soon this weekend. Crazy as a communication student, I had like a whole semester of classes on ethics. I know. If communications majors can have proper ethics courses about like, I don't know, propaganda or some shit, right? Like why can't computer science majors have ethics courses? Anyway, I'm done ranting. Let's do it. Moshi, you and your chat are right on time for our next fanfic. I just info dumped like on everyone about like ethics in AI. And how AI works. I was like, okay guys, crash course on ML, let's go. What is supervised training? Anyways, I think ethics should be a required class in grade school and college, not just communications. Oh my God, I so agreed. Tech tied to capitalism? Yes. Absolutely. Yup. Well, that's a whole thing. I could just rant for a whole stream. I'd probably bring people on to rant with me. Moshi, you want to join me? Do you want to spend 2 hours on stream ranting about tech and capitalism? Look, it uses patterns to make things. People, patterns. Humans like patterns. Anyways, now that that's out of the way. Haha, funny bot, make genshin fic. Let's spin the next one. What's the genre? All right. Our genre is, I think we're getting, oh my God, are we getting friend zoned? We are getting friend zoned. We are getting friend zoned. Okay. Who is getting friend zoned? Who is getting friend zoned, guys? Who's getting friend zoned? Venti? Wanderer is getting friend zoned by? Who's Wanderer getting friend zoned by? Wanderer is getting friend zoned by y'all. I'm just thinking, I don't think a literal child is a good idea for this one, so we're gonna spin again. Yeah, exactly. That's a whole child. I don't think we're doing that. Okay, that's kind of cute. I think this could be cute. But we could do that. We could do Wanderer getting friendzoned by Bennett. Okay, where's Wanderer getting friendzoned by Bennett? Gandharvaville? Wanderer is getting friendzoned by Bennett in Gandharvaville. Okay, let me just write this down before I forget, okay? Wanderer is getting friendzoned. Wait, Wanderer getting friendzoned by Bennett in Gandharvaville. And the activities, what are they, what's he trying to do? What was Wanderer trying to do? Or what was Bennett trying to do? They were building IKEA furniture in Gandharvaville. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. Okay. Write me a Genshin fanfic about Wanderer getting friend-zoned by Bennett while they were building IKEA furniture together in Gandharvaville. This is getting a little bit oddly specific, but I like it. Let's see what it does. What have we got? Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. As the sun began to set over... Wait, I just need to check something. Do you see this? I knew it felt familiar. Maybe it's just a phrase it really likes. Oh, oops. Only one message at a time? That's my bad. Jay Stern! Welcome. Hello? Hello? How are you all? I need to regenerate this because it got an error because I clicked away. Anyways, welcome Raiders. You've caught us in the middle of questionable activities today. We're writing Genshin fanfiction, but like with ChatGPT. It's nice to meet you all. My name's Ying, variety streamer, sometimes VTuber. We're having a spot of fun today. Basically, chat recommended like a whole bunch of themes. And then we're spinning the wheel on like the location, the activity, the tone, and then getting ChatGPT to write a fanfic about it. So that's the general gist of what's happening around here. Thank you for bringing your community here, Jason. It's nice to meet you. Welcome. Well, how was your stream? What were you all up to? What were you doing? Did I miss your chat? I'm like scrolling up. I don't know if I see quite a lot of raiders today. Bennett's also a child. He's only 16. Yeah, but I feel like it has a potential to be cuter, you know, like kind of a boyhood cuteness kind of a situation. Abyss challenge. Oh, that's what you all were doing. I thought you were suggesting it for the fanfic. Oh, you guys are doing an Abyss challenge. What kind of an Abyss challenge? Oh, you were just cooking up Abyss challenges. Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Can I suggest one? I've always wanted to see someone do this. I don't have the skill. I have a skill issue when it comes to Genshin Impact because I play Fashion Impact and I have a skill issue. Okay, so here's the concept. Genshin third wheels, the Abyss challenge. Okay, so like imagine, who's a good example? It's Lisa and Jean, but their third wheel is Kaya, right? Like something like that. And all the teams are like third wheel teams. And there's only 3 characters per group. I think that would be a really fun Abyss challenge if you could make 3 characters work. Yeah, Miko and Sara. I was gonna say Ningguang, Beidou, and Yelan, but then I was like, oh, that's not really a third wheel anymore. That's just a threesome. That's a different thing altogether. And we all play Fashion Impact. You are not wrong. All right, let me see if it'll regenerate this response. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so for anyone who's just joining us, thank you again, Jay Stern, for bringing your community here. If you need to go rest, please go do so. Appreciate you. I don't think I saw you in chat. I'm sorry if I missed your messages. The concept. Write me a Genshin fanfic about Wanderer getting friend-zoned by Bennett while they were building IKEA furniture together in Gandharvaville. It is very specific, but I think that's how you get good stuff out of ChatGPT personally. Oh my god. Okay, it chose her, so I guess it's Lumine. That's interesting. Hessie, hello, welcome, Raiders. All right, you guys ready for this? I feel like it's going to be very I feel like this was my concern with ChatGPT writing fanfics is that it was just going to take extremely cookie cutter fanfic type phraseologies at a children's books level of complexity and just drop names in with zero regard for personality, right? So with Xiangling, we at least got a little bit of the cooking aspect, but like it had no idea who I'll Hate Them was, for example. We'll see though. Wanderer was Scar. Oh my god, I was thinking Traveler. You guys are right. Wanderer is Scaramouche. Okay, I guess Wanderer is getting gender bent. ChatGPT has decided that Wanderer, yeah, because Wanderer didn't exist before 2021. Should I have only chosen characters that were pre-2021? Let's the next one we'll try to ensure it's characters that ChatGPT knows about, okay? Yeah, the common phrase use, exactly. Like it keeps doing the as the sunset phrase, for example. Anyways, Scaramouche. Get out of here, Zephyr. Okay. Ready? ChatGPT, the model data is trained on pre-2021 data. Yeah. All right. Wanderer had been harboring a secret crush on Bennett for months, but had been too afraid to confess her feelings. They had grown close over their adventures in Tivat, often relying on each other to defeat powerful foes and navigate treacherous terrain. When Bennett had asked her to help him build some new furniture for his home in Gandharvaville, why is Bennett moving to Gandharvaville? She had eagerly accepted, hoping it would be a chance to spend some quality time with him. Oh my god, let's ask follow-up questions. Like, why is Bennett moving to Gandharvaville? Okay. Oh, wait. It probably doesn't know this specifically, so let's say Sumeru. As they worked together to assemble the IKEA furniture, Wanderer found herself laughing at Bennett's jokes and enjoying their easy banter. It was clear to her that they had great chemistry, and she couldn't help but wonder if he felt the same way she did. Wanderer on female pronouns actually kind of fitting. I like it. I like it. As they neared the end, it's fanfic. It's fanfic. You can do whatever you want in the realm of fanfiction. As they neared the end of the project, Bennett suddenly turned to her with a serious expression. Wanderer, I need to talk to you about something. Her heart pounding in her chest, Wanderer braced herself for the worst. Had he figured out her feelings? Was he going to reject her? I know we've been through a lot together, and I really value our friendship, Bennett began, his eyes locked onto hers. But I need to be honest with you. I don't think of you in a romantic way. Housing crisis, no. Wanderer felt her heart sink. She had known deep down that this was a possibility, but it still hurt to hear it spoken out loud. I understand, she managed to say, trying to keep her voice steady. Bennett looked apologetic. I hope this doesn't change things between us. I still want to be friends, and I hope we can continue to adventure together and have fun, like we always have. Wanderer nodded, feeling a lump in her throat. Of course, she said, though she knew it wouldn't be easy to move on from her unrequited feelings. As they finished up the furniture assembly, they fell back into their easy camaraderie, but there was an unspoken tension between them. Wanderer couldn't help but wonder if she would ever be able to shake the feeling that she had lost something precious. In the end, though, she realized that their friendship was too important to risk losing, and she resolved to focus on all the adventures they had yet to embark on. Gandharvaville might not have brought her the romance she had been hoping for, but it had given her something even more valuable. A true friend who would always have her back. This is horrible. It's like a genuinely horrible fanfiction. Why is Bennett moving to Sumeru? There could be many reasons why Bennett might be moving to Sumeru in the Genshin Impact universe. Here are a few possibilities. Career opportunity. Oh, it's exited fanfic mode. It is now giving me writing a paper mode. This is crazy. Bennett is definitely moving to Sumeru for career opportunities. Perhaps there's a specific project or research he wants to work on that is only available in Sumeru. He might have family or friends. Maybe it's personal reasons. Maybe it's because he's a Vulcan, the Vulcan. He's there for the adventure. He wants new challenges and opportunities. Or he's moving for love. I guess that's probably what happened here. That is what happened here, but he immediately got his heart broken. Man, I don't know. What IKEA furniture were they building together? Oh, interesting. I was just asking about the fan fiction though, but it's like, oh, I need to tell you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth now. Is Bennett setting the force on? Bennett needs a green card? A bed! I can offer some common IKEA furniture types that might have been relevant for the fanfiction. A bed frame! This could be a practical item for Bennett's home in Gandharvaville. I love that it's like suspending disbelief for like a little bit. But only a little bit. A coffee table, a desk, a bookshelf. This is so dumb. Do you guys have any more questions for ChatGPT about this fanfiction that it wrote for us? Ben is just moving on from one shot. Yeah, for sure. He's just done. He's done. Oh my god. This is so stupid. How did Wanderer fall in love? Okay, that's a good question. How did Wanderer, or why is Wanderer in love with Bennett? No! Oh, why the author of the fanfiction? Excuse me, shouldn't you say as the author of the fanfiction? Are you not the author of the fanfiction, ChatGPT? Okay. Okay. Anyways, I cannot know the exact reason why the author of the fanfiction decided to make Wanderer in love with Bennett, as it is not explicitly stated in the prompt. However, I can offer some possible reasons based on the Genshin Impact lore and character traits of Bennett. Adventure and thrill-seeking. Bennett is a brave and adventurous— wait, hold on. This reads like Bennett's dating profile. This is literally Bennett on like Match.com. 4 reasons why you should date me. Oh, goodness. I'm just curious. Let me take a quick detour. Write me a dating profile. Wait, can you write me? Can you write me a dating profile? It's like, I really can't. How do I turn you down softly? The vibes here are like, of course I could write you a dating profile. I'm sure it'll be fine, is like the kind of energy I'm getting right now. Bro, it's taking a moment. It is really does not want to do this for me. It's extremely reluctant. Your name energy. Hi there, I'm Ying, and I'm excited to give online dating a try. Here's a little bit about me. I'm, what's my age right now? Ask the bot. I am 214 years old, agender, who loves, Genshin Impact. I enjoy spending time outdoors, trying new restaurants, and traveling to new places. When I'm not out and about, I also enjoy plants, which help me unwind after a long day. One of the things I value most in— this is horrible. Don't do this. Don't do this, okay? If anyone here was looking at this and going like, oh, that's actually not bad, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not. Do not. I'm just gonna save you a spot of embarrassment because I know I have seen dating profiles out there, guys, that sound like this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I also enjoy plants. No, I mean literal plants. Look at my beautiful, look at this dumb cane I have right here. This is my baby dumb cane. It had a little bit of a rough winter, as you can see, with the brown tips, but it's doing good. It'll be right back with us. And behind me, I have a big ol' monstera. I'm not monstera, big ol' pothos. My monstera is outside. And on the windowsill, we have, I forget what kind, I think it's called an white arrow vine or something like that. And black velvet and a little, I forget what it's called, like the house palm things, and a peperomia and a snake plant on my windowsill. I just knocked something over. That was weird. Anyway, ooh, redeem for ChatGPT, sure. Anyways, I don't want this, so we're deleting it. Okay. Well, if you woo redeem Moshi, I'm just gonna read it in uwu. You guys ready for this next one? Let's do this. Okay, let me clear out our history. Let's do our next one. This time we're gonna make sure it's 2 characters that ChatGPT like knows. Kazuhiro Fox, happy 11 months. Thank you for the resub. Hope you are enjoying yourself. 1 more month to 1 year. Get ready for a 1-year anniversary. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Okay. Let's start with the activity this time. What are they doing? Are they stuck in pudding? They are stuck in pudding. Okay, they're stuck in pudding. What kind of genre are we looking for? I hope it's a tragedy. It's a murder mystery about them being stuck in pudding. Okay. Who? Wuthal for a murder mystery? I feel like this wheel is entertaining me more than ChatGPT. literal randomness is sparking more joy for me right now than the OpenAI NLP model. Okay. Hu Tao and who else? She ran out of clients. Shenghe. Wait, would ChatGPT know who Shenghe is? I think so. When will Shenghe release, guys? What do you got? Hold on. Shenghe Genshin. She was released in January 2022, but we can ask if it knows Shenghe. Okay, hold on. Let's spin it. Let's spin a location first. This is gonna be good. Hold on. Let's check with it real quick. Do you know who Shenghe is? I'm not aware of any notable public figure or historical figure named Shenghe. It is possible that Shenghe is a name of a person or entity known only to particular. Without more context, it is... Okay. Stop. Do you know Shenghe from Genshin Impact? Yeah, Shenghe is a character in the popular video game Genshin Impact. A rumored upcoming character. Okay, guys, I think we need another person. Because as of knowledge cutoff date is September 2021. Okay, that's good to know. Let's try another one. One more time. I know, Sash. I was just thinking that the pudding in the milk tea shop is like perfect. Oh, I don't think Shinobu. One more. Come on. Who else? Ningguang. Okay, sure. Let's start a new chat. Write me a Genshin fanfic about Ningguang and Hu Tao solving a murder mystery in a boba shop. They get stuck in pudding at some point. Let me try this. Write me a murder mystery style Genshin fanfic. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, I want to make sure it's the style. You know what I mean? So it's the tone of it. Okay, write me a murder mystery style Genshin fanfic about Ningguang and Hu Tao in a boba shop. They get stuck in pudding at some point. Okay, all right. Ooh, the tone is a little different. Yeah, I wonder who the killer will be. All right, here we go. The sound of footsteps echoed through the quiet streets of Liyue Harbor. It was late, and most of the shops had closed for the night, but one shop, in particular, remained open. The Golden Pavilion was a well-known boba shop, famous for its delicious drinks and cozy atmosphere. The owner, Ningguang, had just closed up shop and was counting her profits when she heard a knock on the door. She opened the door to find Hu Tao, the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, standing outside. "Can I help you?" Ningguang asked. "I was in the area and thought I'd stop by for a drink," Hu Tao said, a mischievous grin on her face. Ningguang hesitated for a moment, but then she smiled and invited Hu Tao inside. They chatted and drank boba for a while, enjoying the quiet of the night. But then, something strange happened. As Ningguang was pouring more boba into their cups, she noticed that the pudding was stuck in the dispenser. She tried to wiggle it loose, but it wouldn't budge. Suddenly, Hu Tao screamed. She was stuck in the pudding! Ningguang tried to help her, but the pudding was too thick. She quickly realized that Hu Tao was sinking deeper and deeper into the pudding, and she was in danger of suffocating. "Help! Someone help!" Ningguang shouted, but no one could hear her. I know, how did she get in the pudding? The situation was dire. Ningguang knew that she had to act fast. She ran to the kitchen and grabbed a knife. With a few swift strokes, she cut through the thick pudding, freeing Hu Tao from her sticky trap. Hu Tao was shaken, but unharmed. Thank you, Ningguang, she said, her eyes wide with fear. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't saved me. Ningguang nodded, relieved that her friend was safe, but then she noticed something strange. There was a small piece of paper floating in the pudding. It was a note, written in scrawled handwriting that she didn't recognize. Ningguang's heart raced as she read the note. It was a threat, directed at her. Someone was trying to scare her, and they had used Hu Tao as bait. The two friends exchanged a look of understanding. They knew that they had stumbled into something dangerous, and they had to find out who was behind it. With their minds made up, Ningguang and Hu Tao left the boba shop and began their investigation. They asked around town, looking for any clues that could help them solve the mystery, but they found nothing. This is like the Great Molasses Flood of 1990. Days turned into weeks, and the threat remained. Ningguang was on edge, constantly looking over her shoulder, but Hu Tao was determined to solve the case. Finally, after weeks of searching, they discovered a clue that led them to a small alleyway on the outskirts of town. There, they found a group of thugs who had been hired to scare Ningguang. They were working for someone who wanted her out of the picture. Who's it gonna be? The two friends fought off the thugs, but one of them managed to escape. The trail led them to a large mansion on the outskirts of Liyue Harbor. It was there that they discovered the mastermind behind the plot! None other than Fatui leader, Child. This is so good. This is so good. Okay. Child had been trying to take over Ningguang's business for months, and he had grown increasingly desperate. Oh, Child is a desperate man. All right. He had hired the thugs to scare Ningguang, hoping that she would back down and sell her business to him. It's canon now. It's canon. But he had underestimated Ningguang and Hu Tao with their wits and their bravery. Please continue. They had uncovered his plot and were now standing in front of him, ready to bring him to justice. You thought you could scare me with your petty tricks, Child? Ningguang said, her voice cold and steady. You underestimate my resolve. I won't back down to the likes of you. Child sneered at her. You're just a foolish woman, Ningguang. You don't understand the power that the Fatui holds. You can't win against us. But Ningguang was not afraid. She stood tall, her eyes fixed on Child's. I don't need to win against you, Child. I just need to make sure that justice is served, and that's exactly what's going to happen today. With that, yeah, please continue. Exactly. Wait, I forgot to read this in Uwu voice. Sumoshi redeemed. We'll do the rest of it in Uwu.
With that, Hu Tao and Ningguang charged towards Child, their weapons at the ready. The fight was fierce, but in the end, the two friends emerged victorious. Child was defeated, and justice had been served. After the battle, Ningguang and Hu Tao returned to the Golden Pavilion boba shop. They sat in silence, sipping their drinks and reflecting on the events of the past few weeks. I'm glad it's over, Hu Tao finally said, breaking the silence. I never want to get stuck in pudding again. Ningguang chuckled. I don't think any of us do. They clinked their cups together, a sign of victory and friendship. From that day on, the Golden Pavilion boba shop became a symbol of the power of friendship and the resolve of two strong women. They had faced danger and come out on top, and they knew they could face anything as long as they had each other. This is horrible. Wait, hold on. Can you write a short paragraph extending this fanfiction? Because I don't want to get it to truther me again. This fanfiction explaining why Hu Tao got stuck in the pudding to begin with. As Ningguang and Hu Tao continued to reflect on their recent adventure, Hu Tao couldn't help but wonder why she had gotten stuck in the pudding in the first place. Do you think it was a coincidence? She asked Ningguang. Ningguang shook her head. No, I don't think it was. It's possible that the person behind the threat somehow knew that you would be the one to get stuck in the pudding. Maybe they were trying to use you as distraction. Hu Tao frowned. But why me? Why not you? Ningguang shrugged. I'm not sure, but whatever their motive was, it didn't work. We were able to see through their plan and catch them in the act. Hu Tao nodded, her mind still buzzing with questions. She made a mental note to keep her guard up in the future. After all, you never knew when pudding could strike. It's danger here, but it's definitely...
But how though? But how though? Not the sweat, the pudding! The pudding! Can you imagine if you finally got your hands on your favorite fanfic author and you could ask them any question you wanted about some fanfic they had written that broke your heart, and this is how they conversed with you? I meant the pudding. Did Hu Tao like climb into the pudding, or did it fall on her or something? I apologize for the conclusion. Allow me to clarify. Hu Tao did not climb into the pudding intentionally. The pudding incident The pudding incident occurred when Hu Tao was reaching for a napkin on a nearby table and accidentally knocked over a cup of pudding, causing it to spill all over her. The pudding was sticky and gooey, making it difficult to move her arms and legs. Ningguang had to help her out of the pudding, and the two of them realized it was a deliberate trap. I'm sorry. I can't breathe. That's a big cup of pudding. Thank you, we finally know why, exactly. Oh my gosh, this continues. I know, right? That's actually, so that one of the, okay, again, another ML sidebar. For anyone who's not familiar with like chatbots and how they've evolved over the years, for the longest time, long distance, like, I guess, inferences and word relationships were not a thing that chatbots could do. So the fact that you can have a long-standing conversation with ChatGPT where they recognize the context of what you're asking, or if I said, I meant the pudding, and it understands that I'm asking about not just the pudding that I had prompted the chatbot to write about, but also the how question, right? The how did you get stuck in the pudding question. It is able to infer, not in the same way that we would as human beings, but the model is able to, by its own methods, infer that I was talking about, I was specifically asking how Hu Tao got stuck in the pudding in the fan fiction context and not in the like real truth of Genshin lore kind of a context, right? So this is actually a really impressive thing. This like long-term context of the chatbot, that's not been a thing really until quite recently. And the way ChatGPT does it is like especially impressive. So anyway, oh my God, that was fun. Was it? Okay, yeah, let's ask. What flavor was the pudding? The flavor of the pudding was vanilla, with a smooth and creamy texture that made it particularly sticky when spilled. Despite the circumstances of how Hu Tao ended up stuck in it, she couldn't help but admit that it was quite delicious. Okay, so she tried to eat her way out of the pudding as well. That's good to know. That's certainly important context. I feel like the bot is like really getting into the like, I'm a fanfiction writer mode now. This is hilarious. Earl, thank you for hydrating me. Okay, Moshi, thank you for the ooh redeem also. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? That was fun. Okay, wait, I think we should give ChatGPT ratings. Do you agree? I think we should rate its fanfiction. Let me set up a poll, just a second, okay? Let's set up a poll. I wanna rate the fanfic. Hold up. Let's give it a, okay, rate the fanfic. Okay, we got A, B, C, D, and failed. All right, oh, sorry, that's kind of off. Here you go. All right, guys, you can vote by putting a number in chat. Put a number in chat, and it will input your vote. I give it a solid, what, Chris? You have to put the number, not the letter. I have to clarify. Sorry about that. All right, what do you guys think? I feel like third time's the charm, right? I feel like we're getting the hang of like how to get ChatGPT to do what we want it to. We're slowly getting the hang of it, so we're able to prompt it better as well. I think the like being able to say like a murder mystery style fanfiction and then prompting it after with the follow-up questions, like extending the fanfiction, how would you answer this question, instead of like, why did Hu Tao fall in the pudding? And then we end up with like a Bennett's dating profile type of answer. I don't want that. Okay, looks like you guys gave it like a solid B. That was like a solid B fanfic. Okay, that's actually really not bad. I wonder, okay, let's try to get like an A-level fanfic before we unstream today. How does that sound? Deal? Let's try to get like an A, okay? Let's see. Okay, next one. And I'm gonna, for the sake of trying to get a good fanfic, let's do rerolls as much as we want, right? All right, let me remove Murder Mystery. We're gonna remove Stuck in Pudding. We're gonna remove Boba Shop. And we'll remove Ningguang as well. Okay, deal? Okay, glad y'all are on board. Let's start with the genre again. Please, romantic comedy. Dystopian? I'm excited. Okay, dystopian. What are they doing in this dystopian world? What goal are they trying to achieve? Are they playing Roblox? Dystopian Roblox? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you guys think? Good? No? Yes? No? Reroll? Should we reroll? What do you guys think? Yes? You think it's good? Playing Roblox in a dystopian world? Don't reroll? Yeah? Do reroll? Don't reroll? Ready Player One? Can do better? Reroll? Keep it? Roblox is already a dystopia. Some people say it's perfect. Some people say to reroll. Okay, so I'm gonna it looks pretty split. I'm gonna reroll just because I'm just gonna fully admit I've never played Roblox and I don't have context. So I don't think I can fully appreciate it. So for that one reason alone, I'm actually just gonna remove this prompt. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have written it in the first place. That's my bad. Okay, reroll. Pretending to be, well, I forget what this was. Oh, okay. Okay, it's a dystopian fic where some people are pretending to be on a date. Solid? It looks like y'all like this one so far. Yeah? Okay, we're keeping this one. Okay. Cool. Where are they? That was yours, Very Lost? I'm glad. Oh, okay. Okay, they're pretending to be on a date in a flower shop, but it's a dystopian fic. Okay. Do we feel good about that? I see a no happening. No, a gay bar would have been funny, fitting. Well, you guys don't like flower shop gays? The gay bar? Barry Lost loves it, yeah. Do it, reroll, reroll. This actually sounds good. I think we give it a chance. I think a flower shop fic date has a lot of potential. Okay. Let's retain the right to reroll it depending on who we get, okay? So, I don't want a child. I don't want, not Razor, sorry. I'm done with writing romance fanfiction about children. That's a little strange. Mona. Sash is so heartbroken. Can you imagine if I had kept Razor and gotten Mona though? Can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? Mona. And? Did I forget to remove Mona just now? Yeah, I did. Oh! We just rolled an actual pairing. Okay. Mona Fischl. Dystopian flower shop fake date. Okay. Is Fischl a teen? I guess it's unclear. I guess Fischl's a little bit unclear. At least it's a fake date, right? Okay. I think I'm ready to try this one. Benches on their knees. Okay, right? A Genshin fanfic about dystopian Genshin fanfic. Dystopian Genshin fanfic. Maybe I'll specify AU, dystopian AU. Genshin fanfic about Mona and Fischl on a fake date at a flower shop. Yeah. We'll just say, if we're concerned about that, I know their ages are like a little questionable, but if it's concerning to you, we'll just think of it as aged up, right? Dystopian. I really hope this is good. Will this be our A-level fanfic? Wait, what the heck? Mona. All right, well, let's see, I guess. I don't know. I think the starting out is already a little bit rough. Mona and Fischl had been forced to go on a fake date by their respective masters, the mysterious and oppressive archons of Tivat. Mysterious and oppressive, guys. The two women had never met before, but they both knew that they were being watched closely. Mona had been instructed to gather information on Fischl's master, while Fischl had been tasked with spying on Mona's activities. The location of their fake date was a small flower shop in a rundown part of Mondstadt. The air was thick with the scent of dying blooms, and the proprietor looked as if he hadn't seen a customer in months. I know, Venti's literally trolling. Venti is both their archons. Mona and Fischl sat awkwardly at a small table in the back of the shop, sipping tea and pretending to enjoy each other's company. Mona was the first to break the silence. So, Fischl, what do you like to do for fun? Fischl's eyes darted around the room, taking in every detail. I enjoy studying the history of Tivat, she said in a monotone voice. The secrets of the archons are fascinating to me. Mona raised an eyebrow. Really, I find the archons to be quite boring, to be honest. I much prefer studying the stars and divining the future. Fischl seemed to perk up at the mention of divination. Ah, yes, the stars. I have often gazed upon them and pondered their meaning. Perhaps we could work together on a project sometime. Mona suppressed a shudder. She knew that any collaboration between them would be strictly monitored by the archons, and any slip-up could mean punishment for both of them. Wait, is she falling in love right now? Just then, the proprietor of the shop shuffled over to their table, a sad-looking bouquet in his hands. Would you ladies like to buy some flowers? They're on special today. Mona and Fischl exchanged a glance. They both knew that they couldn't afford to buy anything. Ah! 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 Oh, it's so accurate! Okay, sorry. She's broke! Okay, holy shit. Okay, oh my god. They both knew that they couldn't afford to buy anything, but they also knew it would be suspicious to leave without making a purchase. Mona spoke up. Actually, we were just discussing the meaning of flowers. Could you tell us the significance of these? She gestured to a wilted bunch of red roses. The proprietor looked at her quizzically. They're just roses. People give them to their lovers on special occasions. Mona nodded, her mind racing. She could see the gears turning in Fischl's head as well. They both knew that the idea of love and romance was strictly forbidden by the archons. Whoa! But they also knew that it was a powerful tool for manipulation. I'm sorry, the archons have forbidden love and romance? What happened here? What happened here? Mona Fischl, exactly, Mina! Welcome, Mina, good to have you. Yeah. The spin the wheel, it was totally randomized. This wheel chose Mona Fischl. It wasn't me, I promise. It's your OTP? I didn't know that. Okay, I know, Venti's being emo. Anyways, God, where were we? Oh. As they left the flower shop, Mona and Fischl exchanged a conspiratorial grin. They both knew that their fake date had been a success and that they had planted the seeds of rebellion in each other's minds. This is really confusing. Perhaps one day they would be able to overthrow the archons and create a better world for all of Tivat. But for now, they would have to play their roles and keep up appearances, even if it meant going on more fake dates in the future. Wait. While I would not call this an A+ fic, I think it's like an A+ premise. Like, I think this premise actually kind of has a lot of potential. Should I tell us to do more? Tell us about their second date. It can be anywhere in Mondstadt. Also, tell us more about their how did they phrase it? Their mysterious and oppressive archon, Venti. Please continue, exactly. Okay. Mona and Fischl's second fake date took place in a quiet corner of Mondstadt's bustling market district. They had chosen a secluded spot near a small fountain where the sound of the water drowned out their conversation from any nearby eavesdroppers. This time, Mona had suggested that they discuss their respective hobbies in more detail. Fischl had been reluctant at first, but she had eventually agreed, realizing that it was a good opportunity to gather more information on Mona's interests. Mona began by telling Fischl about her extensive knowledge of the stars and the art of divination. Fischl listened intently, taking mental notes on everything that Mona said. As she spoke, Mona couldn't help but notice how Fischl's eyes seemed to sparkle with fascination and wonder. Oh yeah, it's the fakest date ever. They're super not in love with each other. In turn, Fischl revealed her passion for studying the history of Tevat and the various legends and myths that surrounded its ancient ruins. Mona found herself getting lost in Fischl's detailed descriptions of forgotten gods and lost civilizations. Oh my god! As they talked, Mona and Fischl both began to let their guard down! They laughed at each other's jokes and shared stories about their pasts. For a moment, it felt as if they were just two normal people getting to know each other rather than pawns in a larger game of political intrigue. This is getting good, guys! What's happening? But their brief moment of respite was interrupted by a sudden gust of wind, followed by the appearance of Venti, the mysterious and oppressive Archon of Mondstadt. He was dressed in a flowing green cape and wore a mischievous grin on his face. "Ah, my dear Mona and Fischl," Venti said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "How nice to see you two getting along so well. It's almost as if you've forgotten the real reason for your little rendezvous." Mona and Fischl both stiffened, knowing that they were in trouble. Venti was known for his ruthless tactics and his willingness to do whatever it took to maintain his power. This is really fun because it's like so hard to imagine an oppressive Venti that it makes it like a believable AU. Now, let's not forget who's in charge here, Venti continued. It's like Venti Alter, you know what I mean? You two may be skilled in your respective fields, but you are nothing compared to the might of the Archons. Remember that, and remember it well. With that, Venti disappeared in a swirl of green light, leaving Mona and Fischl shaken and more determined than ever to overthrow the oppressive regime of the Archons. As they made their way back to their respective masters, Mona and Fischl shared a knowing glance. They both knew that their fake dates were just a small part of a much larger plan, but they also knew that they had each other to rely on. In a world ruled by tyranny and oppression, their growing bond was a glimmer of hope that one day things would be different. Tell me about the date where they finally confess their love to each other. Please work. No! No! We're getting blue balled by ChatGPT! No! No! What if I... How could they do this to me? I wanted to know! Oh no. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let's try again. Tell me about the date where they finally confess their love to each other. Okay. I feel like we're invested. Are you guys invested? I'm invested. Okay. Mona and Fischl's final fake date took place on a moonlit night in the serene surroundings of Mondstadt's Grand Narukami Shrine. Okay, sure, it's a dystopian AU. Who knows what happens here? They had agreed to meet there to discuss their next move in their quest to overthrow the oppressive Archons, but Mona had something else on her mind. As they walked along the temple's cobblestone path, Mona felt Mona felt her heart beating faster with every step. She knew that this could be their last chance to reveal their true feelings for each other before things got even more dangerous. Fischl, Mona said, taking a deep breath, I need to tell you something. Fischl turned to look at Mona, her expression serious. What is it? I know that we started this fake dating thing as a way to gather information and play our parts in this larger game, Mona said, her voice shaking slightly. But over the course of our time together, I've come to realize that my feelings for you are real. I love you, Fischl. Fischl's eyes widened in surprise, and for a moment, she seemed lost for words. But then, a smile slowly spread across her face. Mona, I love you too, Fischl said, her voice filled with warmth and affection. They stood there for a moment, gazing at each other with an intensity that made the world around them fade away. In that moment, nothing else mattered except for the two of them and the love that they shared. Miko got tired of A, so she stole the entire shrine and moved it to Mondstadt so that people could have fake date rendezvous. Okay. As they embraced each other, Mona and Fischl knew that their journey ahead would be difficult and dangerous, but they also knew that they had each other to rely on and that their love would give them the strength to overcome any obstacle. From that day forward, Mona and Fischl fought side by side, using their skills and their love for each other to take down the oppressive Archons and bring hope to a world that had been consumed by darkness. And though their path was filled with challenges and hardships, they faced them with the knowledge that they had each other and that their love was the most powerful force of all. Okay, we need an ending. We need an ending to the story. Tell me, I'm gonna ask it, I want it to be tragic. Tell me about the tragic ending to their glorious revolution. As Mona and Fischl's rebellion against the oppressive Archons gained momentum, the forces of the ruling elite grew increasingly desperate. The battles grew more intense, the losses more frequent, and the casualties more severe. But through it all, Mona and Fischl remained determined to fight on, knowing that they were fighting for a better future for all of Teyvat. However, as the rebellion reached its climax, Mona and Fischl found themselves faced with a brutal truth. The Archons had an arsenal of weapons and tactics that far surpassed anything that the rebels could have imagined. No matter how valiantly they fought, the forces of the ruling elite seemed unstoppable. Why tragic? Because I like tragic stories. It was in the final battle that Mona and Fischl's fate was sealed. As they fought side by side, Mona was struck down by an Archon's blade. Fischl, consumed with rage and grief, fought on with a reckless abandon that left her exposed. In the end, she too fell to the ground, her body racked with pain. As she lay there gasping for breath, Fischl's thoughts turned to Mona. She knew that her love was gone, that their dream of a better Teyvat was lost, but she also knew that their love had been real and that it would endure even in death. In her final moments, Fischl whispered Mona's name and closed her eyes for the last time. In the end, the glorious revolution that they had fought for had ended in tragedy, leaving behind only memories of two brave souls who had dared to dream of a better world. Make Teyvat great again. Double homicide. Crying. Okay, guys. Rate the fanfic. Rate it. How was it? How was the fanfic? Why angst? Okay, we'll do a heartwarming one next, I promise, okay? Maybe a bittersweet one. We'll do a bittersweet one next, yeah? It's so sad. You guys are actually wholeheartedly giving it an A? This was an A-level fanfic? And thus ends Miko's Mona Fischl fanfic. So true. You can tell that Miko wrote it because she had to put their final date where they confessed their love to each other at the Grand Narukami Shrine. She had to self-insert. She couldn't resist, you know? We're actually just concocting light novels for the Yae publishing house. Oh my god. Wow, you guys actually gave it like a pretty solid A. That's like an A minus kind of average. That was the product placement, exactly. You got it, Mina. Maybe if they were forced to betray each other at the end. Let's try it. Write me an alternate ending where they were forced to betray each other in the end. Let's see, and then we'll have you re-vote. Is the alternate ending better? Yeah? Okay. Mona and Fischl's rebellion against the Archons had gained much traction, and they were inching closer to their goal of bringing down the oppressive regime. However, the Archons were not prepared to go down without a fight, and they were willing to do whatever it took to crush the rebellion. As the final battle approached, Mona and Fischl were given a terrible ultimatum: betray each other or face certain death. The Archons had managed to capture someone dear to both of them, and they were using this leverage to force them to turn on each other. Wait, 666 Soul, I missed your resub. Thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. Happy 5 months. I see you're crying. I'm very sorry. Mona and Fischl were torn. They had come so far, fought so hard, and sacrificed so much for the rebellion, but now they were being asked to give up the one thing that had sustained them through their journey: their love for each other. Not Timmy. God damn you, Timmy. In the end, they made their choice. They agreed to betray each other, believing that it was the only way to save the person they loved. Mona was tasked with leading the Archons to Fischl's hiding place, while Fischl was tasked with leading them to Mona's. Wait, isn't that like a missed? If neither of them, wait, how does that work exactly? I'm so confused. How can they... Wouldn't they just... Ding dong, who's home? Nobody, because I was showing the bad guys where you live. What the heck? I don't get it. Hold on. Okay, as they parted ways, Mona and Fischl knew that their actions would have devastating consequences. They had both seen the ruthlessness of the Archons, and they knew that the one who was captured would be tortured and killed. I don't get it. I know they're agreeing with each other on it even. I don't understand. What's happening? The next day, the rebellion was crushed. What? How? Mona and Fischl were forced to watch as their comrades were executed one by... Oh, that's pretty horrible. Until there was... Is it a guillotine? Anyways, I just imagined a guillotine. They were then taken to the Archons, who revealed the truth. Both of them had been betrayed, and the one they had tried to save was already dead. Wait, but they all... It's not a revealing if they already knew from each other that they were betraying each other, and they agreed to do that? What is happening? What? How does this work? Mona and Fischl were sentenced to life imprisonment, left to rot in the dungeons of the Archons. They never saw each other again, and their love for each other became a distant memory, a bittersweet reminder of what they had lost in the name of rebellion. What happens if I criticize it to its face? That made no sense. Oh my god, it's trying to explain itself. It's trying to explain its own ending. What? It's like, hold on, I can explain. What? No, that doesn't explain anything. That doesn't Yeah, I'll stick to the first ending. I agree. I don't think that one even needs a rating, guys. We don't even need to rate that one. That one failed for lack of like logic. Who were they each trying to save? Mona and Fischl were trying to save a person who was dear to both of them. The identity of this person is not specified in the alternate ending, but it could be... Okay, now it's refusing to make it up. Stop. I don't need to see anymore. No. Failed for lack of logic. This was so good, and you just had to go and ruin it. I know, bitch, you made the ending. You can make it up. Can I be like that? You can make up who it is, you know? I apologize for the confusion. In the alternate ending, the person that Mona and Fischl were trying to save was a young girl who had been taken captive by the Archons. The girl was an orphan and had been living on the streets when she was taken. She was a skilled pickpocket. And this is a very fleshed out character backstory, and had caught the attention of Mona and Fischl when they were in Mondstadt. Over time, the girl had become like a little sister to both of them. And they had promised to protect her no matter what. When the Archons captured her, they used her as leverage to get Mona and Fischl to betray each other. That's interesting. That was not bad, but it also wasn't like good, you know? Like, okay. I do feel kind of bad that it keeps apologizing to us. Like, I don't need it to apologize. You can just say, okay, well, yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. I know, Cosmic, it is still a very astounding tool for what it is. This is like V1, right? This is beta, this is open beta. Does the girl have a name? Yes, the girl has a name. Her name is Layla. Interesting. Reincarnation arc? Reincarnation? AU? Fanfic? I know. I think it's a. I think we got fodder for our Star Wars crossover. All right. Yeah. What happened to Venti in the end? In the alternate ending, Venti, the Archon of Wind, managed to hold onto his power and crush the rebellion. Okay, Led by Mona and Fischl, he remained in control of Mondstadt, ruling with an iron fist and suppressing any hint of dissent or rebellion. This is fascinating. They just decided that the Archon was going to be like the polar opposite of like literally Venti alter. However, Venti's victory came at a great cost. The rebellion had taken a toll on him and he had become increasingly paranoid and ruthless in his pursuit of power. He was haunted by the memory of the rebels who had fought against him, particularly Mona and Fischl, who had come closer than anyone else to challenging his rule. I know, it's really Venti in his Decoravian era, exactly. As the years passed, Venti's power began to wane. He grew old and tired, and his people grew disillusioned with his reign. In the end, Venti died alone, his legacy tarnished by the memory of the rebellion he had crushed and the people he had oppressed. Okay. All right, well, I guess that's fine. That fits with both endings too, so. Anyway, I felt like that was like a solid A-, and then it kind of degraded to a B+ as we asked it clarifying questions. You know what I mean? Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Maybe this will be the true A+ story, okay? We're gonna coach it. We're gonna coach ChatGPT until it gives us the good story that we deserve. Okay, here we go. So it's not the flower shop anymore. Fischl and Mona are both out of the picture. We're gonna actually go ahead and remove anyone that is post September 2021. So if you guys will help me go through this really quick, I'd appreciate it. Z, welcome Raiders. We're in the middle of a chaotic quite chaotic little situation. Welcome. Shout out to Ozzy. Thank you, Corin, for the shout out. You were playing Resident Evil 4. Lots of screaming, I'm sure. I hope you had a good stream. Thanks for bringing your community here. Nice to meet you all. My name's Ying, bright streamer, nice YouTuber. Today we're playing with ChatGPT, but we're getting it to write genshin fanfic for us, which I think is very fun personally. But we're our mindset I think has shifted from ChatGPT, please feed us a random fanfiction based on the prompts we give it. We're changing now to coaching. We're gonna coach ChatGPT until it gives us the A+ fanfiction we deserve. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, chat early on in the beginning of stream, I asked chat for a bunch of like ideas in terms of like the tone, the genre, what the characters are up to in this fanfiction, where they're doing this, right? And then who. So this is not consulting chat because this is just the people. But because ChatGPT's data set only goes back to September 2021, that's the cutoff date for the training data, we have to remove everyone here who is post September 2021. So does anyone, oh, we can replace them to NPCs. That's true. Or I mean, it's so many characters, honestly, I think we might be okay just removing them. Okay, so Kali, wow, you actually spelled it out for me. Thank you, Berry Lost, I appreciate that. Tignari, Candice, oops, Candice, Sino's here. A, maybe A. Miko. Yai Miko's post September 2021? Seriously? Ito? That's sad. It's sad that we're losing all these characters. Dori. I guess anyone after the Yoi Aika banner. Yeah, that's true. Dori. Oh, she's Feb 2022. A, Kokomi might be there, not sure. Kuki, Shinobu. Okay. Nilo. Did I remove her already? Okay, here we are. Goro, Hazel, Farazan. This is sad. This is really sad. Goro, Hazel. Farzan. Sarah. Yunjin. Oh no, we're losing so many. Yunjin. Oh, we already took Yunjin out. Ayato. Shenghe we removed already. Toma. Oh no, we gotta come back here after they update, okay? Yelan. Oh no. Nahida. This is so many characters. Oh my god, they released so many characters. Kali technically existed. Raiden Sara or Kokomi? Kokomi was the second banner. Okay, so maybe they can stay. I guess we can check. I accidentally hit a weird thing here. The Great Purge. Ayaka again? Oh. Thank you. Don't forget to separate Lisa and Kuching. What? Oh, did I already fix that? Kuching and Lisa got squished. Yeah, I just fixed that. Okay, thank you. Cool. I think we're ready. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go? Yeah? Is the poll still showing? Okay, we're good. We are all set. Okay. Let's start with Shunhe still there? I thought we removed her. Okay. Shunhe, Aloy. I thought I found Yunjin earlier. Yeah. Yunjin. Oh, Yunjin is still there. Okay. Perfect. Earl, thank you for the hydrate. Cheers. Aloy exists? Okay. Put Aloy back in. Okay, bring back Aloy. Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's start with the genre. Let's start with the genre again, as always. I think this is the best way to know if the theme is gonna be, because again, we're aiming to coach ChatGPT into writing an A+ fanfiction. A found family fanfiction. Okay, I think I'll add a few qualifiers here, right? Like heartwarming found family. Okay, hold that thought. I like it. What's the activity? What are they doing? Found family's my weakness too. I agree. Okay, in an episode of, I don't think that's gonna do. Oh goodness, in an episode of VeggieTales, I don't think so. I feel like that will probably not work. Would it? Would it work? We're trying to get an A+ fanfiction, okay? I was gonna say heartwarming found family. I think we gotta redo that one. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna cut it. You are the carrot to my potato. Oh, okay. Drinking osmanthus wine. Okay. Maybe. That's a solid option. Let's revisit it. Let's revisit that. Maybe we'll seed the characters in. Discord voice call? This has potential. This actually has potential. A found family heartwarming Discord voice call fic, right? About drinking osmanthus wine. There's potential here. I think we have to feed it characters, but let's see who we roll. Let's see who we roll first. I want to feed it. I want to feed it like Zhongli Venti, right? Oh? Okay, that's viable. Next. Yaemiko and who? I don't think the child is gonna be drinking osmanthus wine. Wait, hold on. First of all, I need to check something. Do you know Yaemiko from Genshin Impact? Because we're not sure if it's like within the September 2021 cutoff date. She's the Electro Archon. That ain't quite right. And the head of the Kamisato clan. This is a little bit... Oh, I don't think... yeah, she had not been released in the game yet as of my knowledge cutoff date. I don't think we can do Yaemiko. I think we're gonna have to seed the characters, guys. Okay. I think we'll have to do... Are you guys on board? Found family fic. Zhongli Venti. Heartwarming. I guess it's AU. Discord voice call. Because we did just kind of do a Venti character assassination, so I feel like we owe it to him to bring it back. I think we owe it to Venti. Okay. Write me a Genshin fanfic. No, we don't. I think we do. With Xiao. Xiao can be involved. Okay. Venti slander agenda. Get out of here, Sash. Okay. Write me a heartwarming Genshin fanfic about found family. Oh, I guess with found family themes. The characters involved are Zhongli and Venti. And they're on Discord voice call together, drinking osmanthus wine. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Zhongli and Venti had been friends for centuries, but it wasn't until recently that they had started to feel like a family. They had both been through so much and had lost so many loved ones along the way, but in the end they had found a kindred spirit, someone who understood the weight of the past and the hope of the future. On this particular evening, they were sitting in their respective homes, each with a glass of osmanthus wine in hand, chatting on a Discord voice call. They talked about everything and nothing, their conversations meandering from the mundane to the profound. Zhongli spoke of his days as the Geo-Archon, of the responsibility he felt to his people and the weight of the millennia he had lived. Venti, on the other hand, regaled him with stories of his travels, the people he'd met, and the songs he'd sung. As they talked, they both felt the warmth of each other's company, and a sense of peace settled over them. They had found in each other a refuge, a safe space to be themselves, and to share their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. And as they talked, they both realized that this was what family truly meant. Not blood ties, but the bonds that were formed through shared experiences and mutual respect. They had created a found family, one that they could rely on, one that would be there for them no matter what. As the night wore on and the wine flowed freely, they laughed and joked, reminiscing about old times and dreaming of the future. They knew that whatever came their way, they would face it together, as family. Is anyone picking up on this pattern? It really likes this pattern. It's also getting very cookie cutter. And so, as they said their good nights and logged off of their call, both Zhongli and Venti felt a sense of warmth and contentment that they had never experienced before. They knew that they had found something truly special in each other and that they would cherish their found family for years to come. Okay, I think what this one is missing is tension and conflict. Right? This reads like the ending of a good fic. But what brought us here? Like, why are we invested in these two characters? And what made them fun? It's good for a drabble. Yeah, it's like a drabble fic. But it's, it's missing a little oomph. It needs a little something. A little gay tension, a little drama. It's so fuzzy. It's missing pudding. All right. Okay, what should we, it's like a long description of what I wrote. Exactly. It's not a fic. It doesn't have story to it. Make them in love? I don't know, I feel like the purpose of found family is like, it's not necessarily that they're in love, you know what I mean? How should we prompt it? It's missing Xiao. Are you guys just telling me to give up on this and do a Xiaoben? I feel like I haven't given up on this. I want to give this another chance. It's missing fluff. Enemies to found family. Okay. Okay, how should we prompt it? We need context. Oh, physics just joined us and needs context. We are trying to coach ChatGPT into writing like an actually good Genshin fanfiction as voted by chat. We got like a solid A- to B+1 earlier. It was a Mona official fic that was totally randomized by the wheel. But I want a little more flavor, because it kind of spoiled it at the end. That one was actually pretty solid. Okay, needs a touch of the abyss. It's not found family, but discovered they're blood related. Wait, no, that's not literally. Wait, that doesn't like literally found family. Like I literally found my blood family. That's not quite the vibe I was going for. It needs a little spice, needs a little tension. No, not incest, please. God, what are we prompting it with? I'm just trying to think. Physics, thank you for hydrating me also. And Call Me Nunes, thank you for the, converted from a Prime sub to a tier 1 sub. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Okay. Can you tell me, can you make the setting so that they're, okay, it's time for my Zhongven roommates agenda. Okay, can you make the setting so that they're bickering roommates? They're bickering roommates who never see eye to eye and eventually go from enemies to friends. Yeah? Tell me more about their pathway to friendship. Is this it? Isn't this just Kave, I'll hate them? I wish we could write Kave, I'll hate them fic here, but the cutoff date for ChatGPT's training set is September 2021. Okay. Oh, interesting. Zhongli and Venti had been randomly paired as roommates in a small apartment in the city of Mondstadt. The two couldn't be more different. Zhongli was serious and reserved, while Venti was carefree and impulsive. They argued over everything, from who should do the dishes to what temperature to set the air conditioning. Okay, that's real. Their living situation was far from ideal, and it didn't help that they both had their own quirks and habits that irritated the other. Zhongli was a neat freak and couldn't stand any mess, while Venti was notoriously messy and had a habit of leaving his clothes and instruments scattered around the living room. That's so in character so far. Their bickering continued for weeks, and it seemed like they would never find common ground. But one day they found themselves in a situation where they had to work together to solve a problem. It was a small thing, but it forced them to communicate and rely on each other in a way that they hadn't before. Okay, it's getting fleshed out. I think our next question is to ask what this situation was. Tell me more, right, about this situation. What was the conflict? What happened? Okay, as they worked, they began to see each other in a different light. Zhongli realized that Venti's carefree attitude was actually a way of coping with the weight of the world, while Venti saw that Zhongli's seriousness was a reflection of his dedication to his responsibilities. Okay. Their bickering turned to playful banter. Oh my god. Okay, all right, hold on. Let's flesh it out. Let's learn more. What was this situation? Tell me more about the situation where they had to work together to solve a problem. What was the problem? And what was their conversation about it? Okay. We got this. We can make this work. I have faith. Aries, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. It was a leak in the plumbing. The problem that forced Zhongli and Venti to work together was a leak in the apartment's plumbing. Zhongli had noticed a small puddle forming under the sink, and upon inspection, he realized that one of the pipes was leaking. He knew that it was a problem that couldn't be ignored, but he wasn't sure how to fix it. Venti, who had been lounging on the couch, strumming his lyre, these little details, okay, noticed Zhongli's frustration and asked him what was wrong. Where was the landlord, truly? Turns out Venti was oh no, network error. Okay, I guess we have to rerun it. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, we're getting blue balled again. I guess I'll just type continue. Okay, that's okay. Little hiccups are expected. Noticed Zhongli's frustration and asked him what was wrong. Zhongli explained the situation, and Venti suggested that they work together to fix it. Zhongli was hesitant at first, given their rocky living situation, but he reluctantly agreed. The two of them set to work, moving everything out from under the sink and inspecting the leak. Venti suggested using a piece of cloth to plug the leak, while Zhongli grabbed some tools and started disassembling the pipes. As they worked, they found themselves having to communicate and coordinate their efforts to ensure that they didn't make the situation worse. At first, the situation was stilted and awkward, as they were both unused to working together, but as they progressed, they found that they had to rely on each other's expertise and strengths. Do we like this direction? It's always vague. It wants to be really, really vague. And I think the success of the Mona official fic was that it didn't have to be very specific, and we were already sort of filling in the gaps in our minds because they were on these sort of like episodic dates, right? And it was in this like built world context. So Zhongli's rocky living situation. Good catch. I didn't even notice. Okay. Yeah. Can you continue and make it more specific? Show me some of their dialogue as they fix the plumbing together. Maybe. I don't know if we're maybe overexerting the bot at this point. As they worked on fixing the plumbing, Zhongli and Venti started to communicate more effectively. Venti made small talk to ease the tension and break the ice, while Zhongli focused on the task at hand. Venti: so, have you always been good at fixing things? I wouldn't have guessed that from how clean you keep the apartment. Wait, that doesn't make any sense, actually. I've had some experience with it in the past. It's a useful skill to have, especially when you live alone. Ah, that makes sense. I'm more of a break things and then ask for help kind of guy. It's so accurate. Break things things and then ask for help kind of guy. I mean, they're like, are they in character? I guess they are. I guess they are kind of in character. Zhongli couldn't help but smile at Venti's self-deprecating humor. He was starting to see a different side of his roommate, one that he hadn't expected. Well, let's hope we can fix this before it gets any worse. Agreed. What can I do to help? Can you pass me the wrench and the pliers, please? Sure thing. Here you go. Okay. Very, very standard. But it's kind of like, it's the humor, right? It's the humor that turns the tides. Venti, Archon of Chaos. As they worked, they found that they had to coordinate their movements to make sure they weren't in each other's way. Zhongli took charge of the technical aspects, while Venti was more hands-on and helped hold things in place. This is actually kind of fun, you know? We should do more projects together. Zhongli says, I didn't know you were interested in this kind of thing. Venti says, I'm interested in anything that keeps this place from falling apart, to be honest, and it's nice to work with someone who knows what they're doing. I see. Well, I'll keep that in mind for future projects. Great! We can call ourselves the Mondstadt Handyman Duo! This is so dumb. I don't know how I feel about this. I know, I asked for dialogue and it gave us a script. Exactly. Huh. Yeah, I did read it as a sarcastic jab too. That's true. It felt a little sarcastic to me. Yeah, from Archon bossing to Archon failing. Okay. Zhongli chuckled at Venti's enthusiasm, realizing he was starting to enjoy working with his roommate. Duo, but Zhongli does all the work. They may not have started off as friends, but they were starting to build a foundation of trust and mutual respect. In the end, they managed to fix the plumbing, and the leak was no more. As they cleaned up and put everything back in its place, Zhongli realized that the bickering and arguing that had characterized their living situation had started to fade away. They may not be the best of friends yet, but they were starting to see each other in a new light. I feel like the insinuation is that Venti thinks Zhongli never needed to fix anything because of how well he keeps things in the first place. I can see that too. When it comes to Zhongven roommates, I've always had a fixation on like the way they would bicker and mock each other, but also how they would get drunk together and like reminisce about old times. So I kind of want to see like an example exchange in that kind of a setting too. Hello, welcome. How should I do that? Tell me about a time they, okay, let's see. During their Discord VC call, we should feed it. We should tell the bot why are they on VC? If they're roommates, why are they on VC together? During their Discord VC call, someone's on a business trip. They shared the memory. They truly shared the memory. During their Discord VC call, what is it? Do you think it's because they're former roommates? They miss each other? What's the premise here? Should we ask it to come up with a premise? If they're roommates, they went on winter break? Oh, they're in college? But I feel like in the very beginning, didn't it say like they've known each other for hundreds of years? For centuries? Friends for centuries, right? One of them is sick and can't leave. Oh my god, one of them has COVID. that could be a prompt. Let's see what they come up with. Make it sad? That's true. I think we're always missing a little bit of tragedy. They had a fallout. They missed each other after finding different roommates. Oh, okay. I kind of like that. Okay. For their Discord VC call, they had an argument. And one of them, we don't know who it is, one of them moved out to get some space temporarily, maybe? Moved out temporarily? Oh my god, we're writing the fanfic now. We're just making it flesh it out. Okay, we're writing the fic. I'm writing the fic now. They had an argument, one of them moved out as a peace offering. Let's say Zhongli moved out as a peace offering. Okay, here, this is how they get the osmanthus wine, right? So like Venti gives him the wine as a peace offering, right? Okay, Zhongli opens his door one day and finds a bottle of osmanthus wine gifted by Venti as a peace offering. They hop on VC together to share the wine and reconcile and reminisce about their centuries, I guess, of Archonhood, of being Archons together. Flesh this out and include some character dialogue. Okay. We are being extremely specific now. We are literally writing the fic for it. It just has to make it into like sentences and narrative format. Okay. Zhongli and Venti's argument had been about something trivial, but it had been the last straw for Zhongli. He needed some space, so he had decided to stay at a nearby inn for a few days until he could cool down. When he returned to the apartment, he was surprised to find a bottle of osmanthus wine. No, you didn't return to the apartment. He was surprised to find a bottle of osmanthus wine waiting for him at his doorstep. He knew that it was from Venti, and he couldn't help but feel touched by the gesture. He decided to call Venti on Discord to thank him and make amends. Zhongli, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I wanted to thank you for the wine. It was a kind gesture. Of course, my friend. I wanted to show you that I'm sorry for your argument. This is horrible so far. I appreciate that. I could use a drink, actually. Would you like to share it with me? Absolutely. I'll grab my glass and join you in a minute. Okay. This was bad. You could cut all of that. Also, the setting is incorrect. I'm starting to lose hope. Yeah, who's the landlord also? I guess Venti's the landlord? Or maybe they're subletting? Anyway. Zhongli opened the bottle of wine and poured himself a glass. As he sipped the fragrant, sweet liquid, memories of their time as archons flooded his minds. Do you remember the first time we met? Zhongli asked. Of course I do. You were so serious and stoic, and I was, well, that was me. The Venti lines are sometimes like quite on point. Is it too far gone as a prompt? That's what I want to know. I want to see how far we can push it. Yes, you were quite different from the other archons, but I found your music and your passion for the people of Mondstadt inspiring. Venti, you were inspiring too in your own way. You always seemed to know what to do, and your wisdom was something I looked up to. See, this is all like actually quite in character. So like the first one, this one was bad. This was unnecessary, like bad fluff. And this is like better. This is like in character, it fleshes it out. It's evolving just backwards. Okay. As they reminisced about their past together, Zhongli realized that they had more in common than he had thought. They may have had different approaches to their duties as archons, but they had both cared deeply for their people and had worked tirelessly to protect them. Zhongli says, you know, Venti, I don't think we've been giving each other enough credit. We may not always see eye to eye, but we've been doing our best to keep the peace and protect the people. Okay, so I think this is where ChatGPT would fall short compared to a human writer. Because I feel like a human writer would have come up with something here that was much more cheeky, right? Like a spur of the moment type of energy, instead of like Zhongli literally saying, we may not have been giving each other enough credit, right? It would be like a more tacit acknowledgement of their friendship. And I think the missing piece there is quite literally just like human emotion, right? Like, and what triggers it, which is usually like these kinds of dry lines don't usually evoke a very emotional reaction, right? Okay. Oh, Dudu, thank you for hydrating me. I hope we can continue to do so together. And hey, if we have another argument, we can always settle it over a bottle of wine. That's not bad. That's not too bad. Not horrible. Not particularly good. I don't know. It would be like a begrudging laugh. Who's the landlord? Who's the landlord? The identity of the landlord is stop. You can decide who the landlord is. In the story, the landlord is a kind and elderly lady named Mrs. Yu. She has owned the building for many years and takes great pride in keeping it clean and well maintained. Mrs. Yu has a soft spot for her tenants and often goes out of her way to ensure that they are comfortable and happy. Oh my god. Headcanon of the headcanon is it's Madam Ping. Despite their occasional arguments, Zhongli and Venti are respectful to Mrs. Yu and her rules. They both appreciate her warm and friendly demeanor. It's Madame Ping, 100%. Okay, I think I'm about ready to abandon this one. Let's see. Okay, so there's something I want to try, which is that I actually think this last one, this rebellion fic, I think this one has A+ potential. And I want to see if we can get ChatGPT to summarize it for us in a fully fleshed out kind of format. Does that make sense? And I think we'll have to choose an ending for that to work. So first I need you guys to vote on an ending. But I think we'll doctor it a little bit. So for anyone who wasn't around when we did this one, if you're just joining us, the endings that we had for the Moan Official fic were One, they were both tragic. One where they both died on the battlefield, and the other where one had to, like, they had to, like, what was it? Betray each other. That one made no logical sense. But I think we need a blurb to feed it, right? So let me give you all a few options in a Twitch poll, okay? So which ending? I think there's one which is like tragic ending. One of them dies. The revolution. Okay, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and say the revolution succeeds. No matter which ending we choose, the revolution succeeds. Okay. So tragic ending, one of them dies. Happy ending. Both live. But it's not, it'll be boring, you know what I mean? So how can you make a happy ending like exciting? Happy ending, both of them live, and what? What's the special? It was a dream all along. Okay, that's not really a happy ending. Okay, let's try that. Both live, revolution fails. Tragic ending, one of them dies, but revolution succeeds. One of them dies, revolution succeeds. Both live and deliver the final blow together. Ooh, Venti, both. Oh my god, wait, one dies. And it causes Venti to have a change of heart. Okay. Talk no jutsu, except someone has to die. Here are your options. How are we feeling? So you vote by putting a number in chat. Oh, I like that actually. Hold on. Let me add that one. Amnesia. One of them gets amnesia. Revolution succeeds. Okay. Now vote. Here we go. Okay, 5 options. They bribe Venti. That'll go over well, I'm sure. Okay. So in the first ending, both live and the revolution fails. In the second, one of them dies, but the revolution succeeds. In the third, they both live and deliver the final blow together. In the fourth, one of them dies. Venti has a change of heart because of it. And in the fifth, one of them gets amnesia and the revolution succeeds. So you have a lot of options. What is chat gonna go with? Oh, interesting. Wow, you guys like the amnesia storyline a lot, huh? Only 20 votes so far. Let me see if we can get it to at least 30 something. Maybe. Are you guys still thinking about it? Oh, looks like the votes are trickling in a little late. Maybe you're still thinking about it. Let's go for 42 votes. The battle of the tropes. Exactly. Which trope? Which trope do we want this to end on? Okay. 36 votes. I think it's pretty much stabilized up. I want to see if we can wait for 42. Can we get for? I like the good old 42 number. We're on 41. Last one. Who's our last vote? Last vote is gonna be. Who's gonna? There it is. All right. One of them gets amnesia and the revolution succeeds. Okay. All right. Let's try to write this prompt. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Rewrite the ending so that the revolution ends. The revolution succeeds, but one of them loses their memory. I want to see which one gets amnesia too. Yeah. What kind of a tone do we want this ending to be? Is it going to be like bittersweet? Rewrite the ending. Rewrite like a bittersweet in the final battle. One of those who share the memory were lost to erosion. Let's go with bittersweet. Rewrite a bittersweet ending. Hurt and comfort. Let's try that. Oh, I didn't mean to regenerate that actually. Stop that. Okay, let's see where this goes. I think these are the roots of our A+ fanfic. hurt and no comfort. Mona and Fischl's revolution was long and difficult, but in the end, their hard work and sacrifice had paid off. The Archons had been overthrown, and a new era of peace and prosperity had dawned on Mondstadt. However, victory came at a price. During the final battle, Fischl had suffered a head injury that left her with a severe case of amnesia. She couldn't remember anything about her past or time with Mona or her role in the rebellion. This is another case of the, like, write what I wrote again, but long. Mona was heartbroken to see Fischl like this. She had fought so hard and sacrificed so much for the cause, and now she couldn't even remember what they had accomplished. Mona devoted herself to caring for Fischl, hoping that one day her memories would return. Months went by, and Fischl's condition remained the same. Mona was always by her side, telling her stories about their journey and trying to jog her memory, but no matter how hard she tried, Fischl couldn't remember anything. One day, as they were walking in the park, Fischl suddenly stopped and turned to Mona. "I don't remember anything," she said, tears in her eyes, "but I do know one thing. I love you, Mona." This is bad. This is really bad. I don't remember how we met or what we've been through, but I know that I love you more than anything in the world. This is so bad. Oh my god. Mona was moved to tears. She'd been waiting for this moment for so long. "I love you too, Fischl," she said, holding her close. "I always have and I always will." Despite the bittersweetness of the situation, they literally just reused my word. Mona was grateful for the love they had shared. They had fought together, suffered together, and now they would rebuild together. And who knows, maybe someday Fischl's memories would return and they would relive all the wonderful memories they shared. Rewrite that ending again, but with more focus on the final battle of the revolution. I know, the cringy writers really took over. I know, it became really cheesy. Mona and Fischl fought side by side in the final battle of the revolution. The Archons had thrown everything they had at them, but they were determined to see the rebellion through to the end. The battle was long and brutal, and both women sustained serious injuries. It really, really likes this phrase, guys. As the sun began to set, if you do not want to be dinged by those essay checkers for plagiarism or ChatGPT usage, do not use the phrase, "as the sun began to set." Anyways, as the sun began to set, the Archons were finally defeated. The people of Mondstadt cheered as Mona and Fischl emerged victorious, but their celebrations were short-lived. Fischl had suffered a serious head injury during the final battle and lost all her memories. Mona was devastated by this turn of events. She had fought so hard and sacrificed so much for the cause, and now Fischl couldn't even remember what they had accomplished. Okay, so now it's the same. Fischl's condition remained the same, and then it's the same ending. Won the war, but at a great cost. Okay, this part is the same. I think the first part got better. We are right. We are watching an AI write fanfic. That is correct. Okay. 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 Rewrite that again. But make the second half. What was less cheesy? Less cheesy and more. What do you think? Less cheesy and more what? What word? What kind of vibe would we want? Make the second half less cheesy and more open-ended? Maybe more open-ended and realistic. I like poignant. More open-ended, more poignant. Let's go with nostalgic. I quite like. Devastating. Wistful. Yeah, well, Barry, I guess that's where you need extra chapters. Okay, so this is still the first half. I didn't ask it to adjust the first half. Okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere. We're slowly getting somewhere, guys. More Shinibyo. Okay. It's still not too bad here, right? As the days turned to weeks, Fischl's condition remained the same. This is exactly the same. That's exactly the same. That would literally copy pasted. Oh, I see. It added on instead. Okay. So it made it like a larger kind of message about how like their actions had achieved a greater good. Their fight had never been just about memories. It had been about giving the people of Mondstadt a chance to live in love without fear. This is actually like a pretty solid sentence and sentiment. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it, yeah, it definitely, this chatbot absolutely does not understand relationships. I would agree. Yes. Soren, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. This is not bad. I don't know about an A+ fic, but I think we might be able to get it to do an A fic. Okay. Can you compile all the parts of this fan fiction together with the final ending version? Let's see if we can get all the different parts in the final version of the ending. Okay, let's try. This is just a summary. It's not compiling it. It's just summarizing, which is kind of annoying. I may have to manually compile it at this point. You're a cat and you're here to eat my ear, Teru. Good to see you. It's a wavy B+, yeah. I think if we were to have like a human being, right? And oh, you know what? I will commission one of my friends who writes fanfic. I will commission a fanfic writer friend with the same prompt at the very beginning of like fake date dystopian Venti is evil Archon. We'll compare them. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Let me compile what I have. I'm not going to show it to the fic writer that I'll commission, and then we'll come back and compare what my friend writes and see. Let me dump everything into a document though. Just a second, let me set up a document. One second. Stream prep, here it is. Google Docs, create and share. Okay. Mona official ChatGPT fic. All right, let me copy paste everything we have in. All right, all the way back to the top, okay? It's a cool idea, isn't it? I think it'll be fun to see the comparison. Oh, it doesn't let me scroll up. That's weird. Because the first part was really solid, right? So let's take that. And then this is their second fake date. And then this is their final date where they confess their love to each other, and it was like not bad, a little cheesy but not bad. And then there's the ending that we were like kind of okay with, right, the 3 different endings. I guess we could. That seems like a little too much work though, to be honest. Here, let's take this ending. Okay, there we go. How long is this? 4 pages? Huh. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing again, but let me skim through it for anyone who is just joining us. This may be interesting to you because you missed the first half. All right, ready? So Mona and Fischl, they go on a fake date together. The concept that this bot completely came up with on its own is that the Archons of Teyvat are the like mysterious and oppressive like rulers, I guess. And so they, this is the part that I think logically doesn't make as much sense, is like, why is the Archon forcing them to go on a fake date? And their respective masters are supposedly the Archons of Teyvat, so they have the same master, question mark. Let's see, the location of their fake date. So they have their first date at a flower shop. It's really awkward. They have like awkward conversation. And then they kind of signal to each other in this conversation that they are like sort of planting the seeds of rebellion, right? But they knew like how dangerous it would be if they were caught, and they were constantly being monitored. It's very dystopian. There's actually really interesting interesting like flower language thing happening here. Like, I didn't prompt anything about roses or a proprietor, right? I actually thought that this was one of the most promising like first time prompts we've ever gotten out of ChatGPT. After that, there was a second fake date. We asked it for a second fake date where there was a small fountain in the market, and they without me prompting that they fall in love, right? They clearly start falling in love, where like they talk to each other about divination or the history of Tava and legends, and like there's lines about them like getting lost in Fischl's detailed descriptions, or how Fischl's eyes seem to sparkle with fascination, right? So the bot invented this. I did not prompt for that. And then Venti shows up. I did specify. I was like, okay, well, you've said oppressive archon, so now it's going to be Venti. So I did insert that. They get caught, and he doesn't do anything, but he warns them. It becomes there's a bit of a time skip. They have a final fake date. For some reason, the Grand Narukami Shrine is in Mondstadt now, and they have a love confession scene, which was quite cheesy. But it was like fine. It was a little weird, but it was okay. And then at the end, they fight side by side in a revolution. They win. They overturn the oppressive archons, but Fischl loses her memory. And Mona spends the rest of her life caring for her. And she's, dejected, not feeling so good about it. Fischl never quite regains her memory. But Mona finds hope in the rebuilding of a city that they had done together. So that's the summary of the whole fic. I'm going to not show this whole thing to a friend, but we're going to ask a friend, I'm going to go commission like a fanfic writer, to take the same prompts. Let me write out the prompt. We'll copy it over again. FedEx the entire Narukami Shrine over the ocean. Exactly. Venti is their oppressive AU Archon. And they are the sparks of a revolution. Just because the bot invented those things and I want it to be as cohesive as possible, what the human writes, I want it to be at least close, right? But I think what we'll see the difference in is the detail and like emotional impact, right? And also I think some character relevance. So this is the prompt that we will send to my friend, and I'll be back maybe a week or so from now, depending on the timeline, and then we'll see what the human take of this is. Stay tuned. I think it'll be fun. Will Fischl still get amnesia? Oh yeah, that's a good point. We need to specify the ending. At the end of the revolution. Oh, maybe we won't. Well, we did specify the amnesia thing, didn't we? So I think we do have to give that to whoever writes this as well. At the end of the revolution, Fischl loses her memories. Okay. I don't specify how the revolution ends, right? Whether it's a win or a loss or whatever. Okay. I agree. I feel like we can credit ChatGPT with a lot of this idea though, because like we did not, oh, right. I guess there are subsequent fake dates. We did prompt for subsequent fake dates, so I'll add that in there. I just want the prompt to be as close to what we gave the chatbot without giving away too much of what the chatbot decided, right? Whether the fanfic writer decides to insert romance, right, that remains to be seen. Doesn't matter that the fake date is on the orders of the archons. Well, so that's the thing, is the bot decided that, not us. So I think we'll leave that part open-ended. Okay, I'm excited for this. I think it'll be fun. Whew, all right. That was fun. Do you guys want to do like a silly one to close us out? We'll like finish, we'll do like a really dumb one. We'll do a really dumb one and end stream. Let's do a stupid one. Do you want to just toss like random prompts out? I'll spin something, but you guys can just say whatever and we'll just plug it in. I'll just see what shows up in chat that catches my eye. Smooth brain fic. Yeah, let's do something silly. Not a coffee shop. As bad as the Denny's one. The Denny's one was pretty silly. Stuck in pudding was pretty wild. The gay bar. You guys want the gay bar back? Let's spin it a few times, see what else it wants to do. You guys got any prompts for us? John Wick. Seinfeld style comedy. You guys are really hooked on this gay bar. Oh, it's true crime. Okay. Let's write some notes down. So far we got true crime, gay bar, Waffle House, Kujosara and Fischl avoiding eating chicken together. Oh, but Kujosara is not released before September 2021, I think. So make a character dropkick someone else. Okay, I guess like there's a fight. There's a fight. Present fight Twitch, happy 2 months. Thank you for the prime resub. Looking good today, wink. All right, coming in real smooth to chat. I see you. True crime, gay bar. There's a fight, but who is it? Who is it and where is it? Let's spin some people. Who is it gonna be? Oh wow, I made a typo here. Barbara Ray. Barbara and who? Who's getting into a fight with Barbara? Unfortunately, Ito is also pre-September 2021. Who's getting into a fight with Barbara? Roasting battle between two characters? Okay, okay. Wait, that could be good. Noelle and Barbara getting into a fight at a gay bar? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, write me a true crime style fanfic, Genshin fanfic, about Barbara and Noelle getting into a fight at a gay bar. Oh, right, that's true. It's against its rules. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, both fictional and real? Using them for entertainment purposes? Listen, they're fictional. Day Dada, hello, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. We are writing AI fanfic. I just got told off by the bot. It's a verbal disagreement. What? Not any kind of conflict or disagreement? Really? That's silly. I hope you guys had a fun stream. What were you up to? Did I let me do a shout out. I don't know if we shout out. What were you doing? Playing art. What were you drawing? Welcome everyone. Thanks for bringing your community here. I hope you guys enjoy your time here. We've just been playing around with this bot. It came up with like a really intense like fanfic. We prompted it subsequently. So at first it was like dystopian AU Genshin fanfic about Mona and Fischl on a fake date at a flower shop. That was it. And then we asked for more fake dates. And then we added in, like, it had specified this like oppressive archons thing that we never seeded it with. So we're like, okay, Venti is their oppressive archon because it's an AU, so it's like Venti alter, I guess. And then we decided the ending because we didn't like the ending it came up with. So it was actually like a really solid story arc, but it was missing a lot of human emotion is how I would describe, and detail. I think the devil's in the details when it comes to ChatGPT. So yeah, it can write violence, exactly. No violent fanfic. Okay, let's try, let me delete this first. Here we go. Write me a true crime style Genshin fanfic about Barbara. Maybe instead of true crime style, we need a different style, right? Wow. Okay, that could be cute. Friends to lovers. Friends to lovers. Write me a friends to lovers. Write me a friends to lovers style Genshin fanfic about Barbara and Noelle getting into a disagreement at a gay bar. Yeah, that has potential. Do it. Let's go. What the? Barbara and Noelle walked into the gay bar, holding hands and laughing as they looked around at the vibrant atmosphere. The colorful lights and upbeat music made them feel alive and free, and they were excited to spend the evening together. As they approached the bar to order some drinks, Noelle noticed a group of people staring at them with judgmental looks. She couldn't help but feel a sense of unease and discomfort, and she whispered to Barbara, "I don't think we belong here." Barbara looked at her with concern. "What do you mean, Noelle? This is a safe space for everyone, regardless of their sexuality or gender identity." You read like a handbook. You read like an HR handbook, buddy. No, I mean, look at those people over there. They're staring at us like we're some sort of freak show. I just don't think it's right, Noelle replied, her voice trembling with emotion. It's a gay bar. It's a gay bar. Barbara sighed and put her hand on Noelle's shoulder. I know, homophobia, but not violence. I understand how you feel, Noelle, but we can't let the ignorance of others dictate our actions. We're here to have a good time, and we're not going to let anyone ruin that for us. I know, why is there judgment in a gay bar, for real? Unless you're bringing, unless there's straight people crashing the gay bar, I want no judgment here. What the heck? Noelle nodded, taking comfort in Barbara's words, but she still couldn't shake the feeling of unease. As they sat down at a nearby table and sipped their drinks, Noelle found herself constantly scanning the room on high alert for any signs of danger. Barbara noticed Noelle's unease and tried to distract her with some lighthearted conversation, but the tension between them was palpable, and before they knew it, they found themselves in a heated argument. Noelle, you're being so paranoid. Can't you just relax and enjoy yourself? Barbara snapped. I'm sorry, Barbara, but I can't just ignore the fact that we're not welcome here. We don't belong in this community, and we're just taking up space. They are the straight girls at the gay bar! That's why they're being judged. They're the straight girls at the gay bar. It's a friends to lovers fic of the two girls who think they're straight at the gay. Holy! There's a plot twist! Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're the dumbass allies that wandered into a gay bar thinking that they could take up space. I mean, to be fair, if you're not taking up a ton of space at a gay bar, you're fine there, right? But I'm just saying. Yo, what a twist. Okay, here we go. That's not true, Noelle. Wait, I'm finished this. Okay, I'm sorry, Barbara, but I can't just ignore the fact that we're not welcome here. We don't belong in this community, and we're just taking up space, Noelle replied, her voice shaking with emotion. That's not true, Noelle. We belong wherever we want to be. We're here because we support the LGBTQ plus community, and we want to have a good time. Don't let other people's opinions get in the way of that, Barbara said, her tone softening. Noelle took a deep breath, realizing that she had been letting her fear and anxiety get the best of her. She looked at Barbara with a mix of admiration and longing, realizing that she was starting to see her friend in a different light. Barbara, I'm sorry. You're right. We do belong here, and I'm not going to let anyone tell us otherwise, Noelle said, a small smile tugging at the corners of her mouth. I'm sorry, this is really good. What's going on? Wait, hold on. This is the A+. Okay, no, don't jinx it. We don't know if this is the A+ fic. Holy shit. Barbara smiled back, feeling a warmth in her chest that she had never felt before. As they clinked their glasses together and laughed, they both knew that this night was going to be the one they would never forget. As the night wore on, they danced together, holding each other close as they let the music wash over them. As they left the bar hand in hand, they both knew that their friendship had taken on a whole new meaning. From that night on, they were more than just friends. They were lovers, united by their shared experience and their love for one another. And as they looked forward to the future, they knew that no matter what I hate the way ChatGPT always wants to end like this. No matter what challenges they face, they would face them together. Literally every fic we have written through ChatGPT today looks like that at the end. Anyways, forget the end there, right? That was solid. That was incredibly solid. Give it a grade. A, B, C, D, failed. Okay. What's the grade, guys? Is this finally the A fic that we don't even have to doctor? I have to apologize to you, ChatGPT. I thought you had written yet another nonsensical fic about gay people walking into a gay bar and getting judged. But actually what happened is it was straight people walking into a gay bar and getting judged, which does actually happen. And then they did not walk out straight. That was a good twist. That was solid. That would have been a pretty solid one shot, you know? I will also commission a human version of this one, and we'll revisit it, okay? We'll do a part 2 revisiting and we'll see what the human does with this prompt. And I'm going to leave it open-ended since it's a one shot. So let's see. I'll write it out with you all to make sure I have your approval, okay? Chat's on the same page with me. Prompt for Barbara Noel. Barbara and Noel walk into a gay bar. Wait, no. I'll just copy it. Because I literally didn't prompt anything else. We'll just copy this prompt, right? Write me a friends to lovers style Genshin fanfic about Barbara and Noel getting into a disagreement at a gay bar. We're finishing the poll. It's like a solid A to A minus, right? And we'll see. Will the human know about the twist? That's what I'm curious about. I don't want to give it to them because the bot came up with the twist. So let's back it up. Let's back it up. I'm going to show this to my friend who writes the fic. Okay? We'll get their reaction. I think it will be hilarious. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be super, super, super good. Oh my God. I'm excited. Okay. Okay. That was fun. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Did you guys have fun too? Was it fun? What did you all think? Would you use ChatGPT after watching this stream? Did you enjoy it? Did you feel like it has potential? Do you have reservations about it after my big rant at you all about the dangers of ML and AI? That was a lot of fun. I'm glad. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential and a lot of risk. With great power comes great responsibility. That is always how it is, but I hope you all don't just dismiss the little lecture I gave you also, and I appreciate you all sitting through listening to me talk about that too. So, okay. I think, 1010 just started streaming Genshin Impact, so I think we should raid 1010. Let me just make sure there's no one else. Yeah, okay. Let's go raid 1010. Loved it for the past 10 minutes you've been here. I'm glad you had fun. That's the most important part. Hello, debilitated crab. I'm sorry, did you just get here? We're ending. All right, well, I hope that was as satisfying for you all as it was for me, because I actually feel like I got a lot out of that. That was actually like both educational and fun, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I learned a lot. Anyways, we're gonna go hang out with 1010 now, so whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, have a wonderful time of day, and I'll see you all next stream. We're doing Honkai on Sunday on YouTube, chapter 16 finish. And if I have energy, I'll keep going to 17. If not, we'll stop there. So see you all next time. When do we tell her we're all AI generated too? Ambi, get out of here. No, no gaslighting. I am feeling a lot better, Renz. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh yeah, for those of you who joined us late, I was having like kind of an anxiety situation at the beginning of stream, but it calmed down once we got into the flow of it. So it was a lot better after. Thank you for checking. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. See y'all next time. Go say hi to 1010 for me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.